Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Boulevard. Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies vs. the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blvd Bullies vs. the World podcast, the longest-running episodic podcast on the Blvd Bullies YouTube channel. I am your host, PK, with the Blvd Bullies, and I'm joined by my friends, my crew, my family, three exalted members of the wrestling lexicon. First and foremost, I just want to say third, fourth, fifth week in a row wearing a great t-shirt. And your day is going to come, my friend. We've locked in a date, and we will talk about that later. But, ladies and gentlemen, the sole proprietor and owner of Ringside Relics, the blood letter, the blood getter. Ladies and gentlemen, the death match doctor, Ringside Sean.
Fellas, happy Tuesday. Happy to see you guys. Pat, Larry, Brian, let's kick it off. Too much to talk about.
And, of course, we have, oh, my God, this just in, going from unranked to number 3. Number 3 in the biggest pieces of shit in the entire wrestling fucking world and history. Previously unranked. Climbing the ladder. Number 3 most hated biggest piece of shit. Still wearing the neck brace.
Sorry.
Bad take, Bry. Ginsburg, July, the merch guy.
Welcome, everybody.
Number 3.
Number 3.
I'm honored to be on such a list
Number 3.
from such an honorable man.
And last but not least, my wrestling father, former Showcase Showdown winner. What's that? Price is Right? Yeah, that's what I meant. Former boat owner and a man who is the voice of A Matter of Pride Pro Wrestling, and also the captain of the ship at XP Dub, who will be performing their final show, their final show, their bye-bye show on, at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, my wrestling father, CZW Hall of Famer Larry Legend, y'all. New room, Larry. New room,
Larry.
Well, this is the third week in a row for you, Brian. For you. I foresaw you being ranked number 3 biggest piece of shit. I foresaw that when I debuted this room. When I debuted this room, I knew that on this episode you would be ranked
It's a prophecy, if you will.
Countdown.
If you will. Thanks. Hey, everybody.
Well, I will just say, before this show gets kicked off, I will just say it's not the final XPW show.
Are you sure?
And tomorrow, you will join me for the first ever Stoned for Science.
Whoa.
My own show with my beautiful wife, produced by the Blvd Bullies and one shot by Vinny Dudes.
Brian, I will say this.
We'll see you tomorrow, fuckers.
I saw your flyers throughout the Lower East Side, throughout Canal Street. It's going to be a spectacle to watch, and I'm going to be tuning in, so I'm excited to see what you got planned. Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, well, we're going to be consuming one of these dynamite bars,
Jesus.
1,000
God.
milligrams.
God
We'll be
bless
giving
you.
away 2 of these 1,000 milligram chocolate bars. You can win one in a giveaway tomorrow on the show Stoned for Science after I consume one full one completely and battle my beautiful wife in video games.
So what?
Wow. You're battling her in video. What video games are you battling her in?
It's Amanda's
Street Fighter.
choice. Amanda's choice. I'm also going to interview Amanda because
Uh-huh.
she's just an interesting human being.
Wow.
Nice.
How funny is that like, it's like, oh, well, Amanda, you could be on the Boulevard Bullies at any time. It's like, no. But now all of a sudden Brian's debut episode on his own flagship show now.
Yeah. Wow.
on
What's
Jeffrey
happening?
Dying
To be
final
completely
show.
fair, don't disrespect my beautiful Albanian
Well,
wife.
I'm not. I'm really
Whoa,
disrespecting you
Mrs.
and your
July
choices.
Ginsburg would have
What's
happily
happening?
been on the show. We never cordially invited her to the Boulevard
I
Bullies
feel
versus
like-
the World.
I feel like she
There's
was
been
probably
never
invited
been
on before
an
even you were,
extended
Brian.
invitation. No. I don't think so.
Interesting.
Nope.
So yeah, if you that's the paywall. Amanda is the paywall. Like Amanda won't appear on this show for free, but behind the Begins subscription code on xpw.com/streaming. Is that it?
StreamXPW.com.
Well, either way, so if you want to hang out with Amanda, she's behind the paywall. She wasn't about to do this
you don't
shit
have to
for
pay
free.
for any. You can actually, the only thing that you have to do in order to interact in the chat is you have to sign up for StreamXPW.com. You don't have to do the pay. You could just make an account and have a username.
Yeah, just get Extreme Gifts newsletter email sent to you for the rest
Exactly.
of your life.
Get discounts on dildos for fucking ever. Let's go.
What are
Number
some
3
things we can
most hated,
expect,
dude.
Brian?
I am so proud of you as being the number 3 most hated.
It only
Larry,
took me-
Larry,
it
who do you
took me-
think number 1 or 2 are?
Definitely. I would say Demonto is definitely a contender, and then probably, even though he's been laying low for a while, we got to throw in my Baltimore brother Ian Rotten, who paved the way for a lot of.
Jesus, Brian.
Imagine being put on the pedestal with those. I've never even. We've only thrown two Boulevard Bullies extravaganzas, and I'm already put on a pedestal with Ian Rotten and Daniel Demonto by one Larry Legend.
I mean, if you ask me, you should start signing walls. Number 3 biggest POS. Sign all the walls that are in your
the only
fucking...
thing I used to sign, I used to write on my school desk when I was in fucking high school, and I used to draw dicks.
You had
my
a
own
lunch
name.
box. You had a
That's what I
lunch
used
box
to
full of
sign.
dicks.
We drew dicks, not names.
Yes, congratulations on the Ginsburg Julys, on this new venture built off the back of the Boulevard Bullies. I hope you have a great time. I hope that it ends in
You're
you going to
welcome,
the hospital.
goddammit.
Is 1,000 milligrams a lot of weed, Larry?
First of all, yes, it is. To ingest in one sitting, that is a lot. But I'm excited. I'm excited that from this muckety muck that is our little powwow every Tuesday, Brian has been able to stretch out his legs and, thinking of Pat, you up there on the scaffold with DJ Hyde and Sean, you taking over the reins of Outlaw, and, me with my tail of the tape that's pretty long after 23 years. Brian, this is a good step. It's a
This is
good
your
step for
journey.
your legacy.
This is your
Manifest.
journey.
Your legacy.
We manifest.
Your
Yeah.
journey, my friend. Everyone's happy
So-
to
so-
see you flourish.
Not me. I'm not happy for you.
Yeah, because we ain't selling no more merch, Pat. You and me, we ain't moving no
Yeah,
units.
Brian, I'm gonna give you a bunch of merch plugs.
If you want to live in
That's right, we need to
paradise,
flex. We need to start
All these
flexing
bulls,
on the
with
merch
the
a little
bulls
bit
of the
more.
wood don't
and
buy
you need
shit
the
either.
Ginsburg with you.
Goddamn
You know, it's
bulls of
funny.
the
I
wood.
wore this Bullies tank.
Design-
I
sitting
love
outside
that
work
thing. I love it.
I was sitting outside
Listen,
work
guys,
today.
You guys got to
just
get to the cashmere. The
smoking a
cashmere is where
cig in
it's
my
at this
Bullies
summer.
tank. And I got like 2 or 3 people came up to me like, "What shirt is that? Boston Celtics?"
Ah!
I was like, no, oh no, actually, no, it's not.
They are.
You know,
6-time world champion, Boulevard Bullies.
That
In
is a
what
great
sport?
image. Put it back up, Brian. Put that image back
Badminton.
up.
number three most hated.
I don't show the full section until Patrick says the full word.
Oh, so
That's
what?
the
I gotta
rule.
drop an R bomb before you flip that up.
Drop the R bomb.
Yeah, that's the rule of the show now.
No, yeah, let's try not to do that. And by the way, too,
just
I
saying.
apologize for being so
probably
fucking
shouldn't have said
wasted the
that.
last 2 episodes. You know, I'm just dealing
Oh,
with having to.
Pat.
I'm dealing with having to
Pat.
deal with Brian in my
Move
life.
on.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
like the wedding was such a joyous event and occasion that like I've had a hard time like, you know, coming back to reality. So, you know, tonight I promise to talk shit on all the retards completely sober. Well, I'm sober.
How about-
Brian, put it down. Put it down, Brian. Put it down.
You said it.
Put it down. No, I did not say it. Hey,
Shame on
speaking
you.
of retards, did you guys see any of this footage from San Diego Comic-Con
Yeah.
where
What
like
happened?
they're debuting all the new like boys stuff and they're doing
Oh,
I saw,
yeah,
they
yeah,
showed.
yeah.
I saw the
Arbor
jazz wears. I
stuff.
saw the jazz wear. The action figure. You
Right,
know,
all the-
CM
all the- all
Punk's-
the action
CM Punk did a
figures, all
thing,
the
and
stuff.
Brody King did a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I saw that.
Pat,
It's
did
so
you
funny.
see anything in particular that really stood out to you from
Oh
that?
my god! Well, I mean, I hated it all, Sean.
well, in particular with the Tony Khan, the jazz wears.
Oh my
panel.
god, the Tony Khan appearance was fucking wild.
What
But
happened with that?
I will say the first thing that I have to say about it, the first thing that stood out to me, is that you know the boys, the show The Boys, is all about like superheroes being like influential political figures and like acting like best friends to all the fans, when
Right.
in reality they're like, you know, Bohemian Grove pieces of shit. And I feel like I couldn't help but think that The Boys, the show, the franchise The Boys, has become everything that it mocks. You know what I mean? It's like just like The Boys had an episode where they were making fun of San Diego Comic-Con, where it's like, oh, here are all the stories about here are all the 25 movies that we have planned. But then at San Diego Comic-Con, literally, The Boys announced, oh, we're going to have a spin-off show based in the 50s. And I love all you guys and blah, blah, blah. And it extends to AEW as well, just to keep it on wrestling, where it's like wrestlers at a press conference acting normal, acting relatable. Ha ha ha. Like, so just like a stand-up comedian will like break character and laugh at their own jokes, just like an SNL, they'll break character and laugh at their own joke. But it started as a thing that was like naturally occurring and naturally charming. So now it's been like weaponized and forced down our fucking throats. It's been packaged and sold as like, oh, if I want to relate to the everyman, I need to like break character here. Oh, this is really me. This is me. This is Jimmy Fallon. And the whole thing fucking makes me sick. The whole AEW thing with Swerve, who I know we love, Larry. And
I love
fucking
him.
Osprey and Tony Storm and Sasha Banks with the fucking Bane cosplay. Get out of town. Get out of town. Get out of my
Get a bus
life.
ticket.
It's a different world, though. It's like you can't compare it. Like you had the
Yeah.
Undertaker who kept character, but now you live in a world with the internet and where people want to be themselves. So it's always going to happen where people break their character just to like get on, like because people know, you know.
Yeah, but it's
like
just
shit.
another
It's shitty.
tool of like the work.
It's like life after kayfabe being broken. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you already went through kayfabe being broken. So it's like now it's the life after that, where it's like you utilize that and you like garner like money in return. And it's like, all right, well, they know so much. Let's show them. Let's do it. Let's give them a total Bellas. Let's show them this side of John Cena, and let's bring him on the panel. He can wave and shake hands and do a nice red carpet, and we'll get even more viewers because now it's not gonna get the average viewer, which is guys like us. It's gonna grab families. Oh, we can relate to this person. Very Homelander is very much comparable to what you said with the boys. Very comparable.
All right, so before we dive into all the wrestling bullshit, what do you guys think of Robert Downey Jr. doing an Ultimate Wrestling thing? And he retires from the MCU only to come out of retirement and unmask himself as the new actor who's playing Doctor Doom. What did you guys think about this?
I instantly hated it. I instantly hated it just because I think that it could have just been like someone new and different, but it's fucking Robert Downey Jr. who's been Iron Man for fucking since I'm a fucking child, and now he's gonna be Doctor Doom because it doesn't even make any sense unless they make it fucking cool where he's like it's like a Doctor Strange thing where he's from a different universe where it's Tony Stark and it is Iron Man but he's Doctor Doom, but whatever it is,
that's so lame too.
I instantly hated it, and it should be someone new and different, not fucking.
Well, weren't there rumors that Howard Stern was going to be like the voice?
Howard Stern
is such a better idea.
Would that have been dope? Yeah, like something new and original, or even at the very least, like
I don't like it when someone exists.
On.
When someone exists in a universe, they should not come back as a different character unless it is part of the lore of the comic book. Because then it fucks it up for some of us.
All right, so I enjoyed it, and the reason why I enjoyed it is because I'm one of the people that like watch the movie and literally pick every single thing out of every single scene, so where I can connect the puzzle, where I can understand it and see how it makes sense when situations like this happen, Brian, that you really don't like. It was gonna happen regardless. It was going to happen. They were finding a way for them to do it. They brought him back in a way where they can tie his original character in with a character that they want to introduce. That's very impactful, much like the one that started the MCU, which was Iron Man, him. So what better way to pass that torch than having him take the L the right way? They didn't like the way the fingers.
They passed the torch. They passed the torch to Robert Downey Jr.
You know,
they've been doing the whole time travel shit. So it's not like niggas can say like, oh, this is boring. This. They've been time traveling. Now is that they're grabbing people from those times and bringing them forward. It was happening in the X-Men Days of Future Past.
Suck the dick of all the Robert Downey Jr. fans.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
well, and you know what?
It's comics, bro. It's comics.
It's not that's not the comic. It's not part of the comic.
Well, it's like the guy from Batman when we were a kid, Kevin McCarthy, I think his name is, coming back to reprise a role.
Larry, decide for us. We are hopelessly deadlocked here. Whether it's cool or not cool that Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Give us the final word. Give us the tipping blow here. And by the way, Blanky Blank in the chat, watching with Carla at work. Yo, shout out to the crew. Shout out to the work crew. Click away. Click away. Don't show anybody this. Don't show anybody this.
Show.
What?
It's a wrestling podcast about Doctor Doom. This shit is very wrestling. This shit is very, very wrestling. Larry, where do you land on Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Jr.?
Dr. Jr.?
I have a question.
Dr.
I have
Jr.
a question because you seem to be a lot more up on this than I am. Is this a direct result of like Jonathan Majors being like canceled? Did they have a big like thing that they were going to do with Jonathan Majors being someone, and Jonathan Majors has now been canceled?
He was the next big villain that they had. It was Kang the Conqueror.
But he got canceled. Wasn't he going to be like low-key or something?
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, whatever.
Who is? I don't even know who that is.
I don't know either, but I just know it.
He's a man of multiple variants, which is very similar to what we were speaking about, just different time zones and periods of time and shit.
All right, so I'll give you guys the final answer. It sucks. It's stupid. Robert Downey Jr., once you are a dedicated character. And by the way, Tony Stark, a role that he was born to play. You know? Just a smug fuck. Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, Iron Man, all one perfect person in harmony. And then for him to come back, and, you know, he revealed himself like Dijak coming back to the indies. You know? He revealed himself like every Indian wrestler, every wrestler from WWE who was cut from the E or NXT coming back to the Indies going, I'm the guy. And he did the Joe Gacy. He had all the people with like the same mask. And then he was the guy with the mask. Get out of town. Yo, I have not watched any of the Avengers films. I highly resent that they have taken, the comic books and the things that made me a nerd growing up. Growing up, I wasn't like at the water cooler talking about what Spider-Man was doing. You know what I mean? I had to enjoy it alone. So the fact that they've taken that and fucking compressed it and packaged it and made it like...
Wait, what the fuck you just said? You were talking about Spider-Man at a water cooler?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
He
when I was
he
growing
didn't
up,
talk
like,
with people at the water cooler. He was by himself.
yeah,
He
like
had no friends.
comic books and like comic books and like heroes and trading cards and all this shit. It wasn't so easy to find a sense of community about it. Like, I wasn't going to Comic-Con cheering on my feet for the actor playing Doctor Doom. You know, Doctor Doom was just the guy that I liked from the comics. You know what I mean? Like, what, am I bugging? You guys are looking at me like I'm crazy.
I mean,
Hey,
people have like fucking fandom. Like when people see like Hugh Jackman and he's fucking Wolverine, they bug out because he's fucking
it's not
Wolverine.
Like, how many of those people
Yeah,
are cheering
exactly.
for Robert Downey Jr. because they like came up loving the comics? It's like people who just have been bred to know that this is what they need to like. It wasn't like
They
a
don't give a fuck
challenge
about
to
the
like
comic.
it.
They
for
like
them.
Robert Downey Jr. because
You know what
it
it
is?
is? They created such now I don't want to say cult, but they just created
bullshit.
something that's like everlasting. It's been around since 2008. Iron
My
Man came out
secret
May
Spider-Man
2008. The
They've been
next
making
movie that
those
came out
Marvel
after that was
movies
Incredible Hulk.
That like
Then-
those X-Men came out in like fucking
2000.
Yo, did you
2000,
see the Gambit
When was
live
Spider-Man?
trailer,
The
though?
first Spider-Man might have been
It was
2000 as well.
fire.
Did you see the
2002.
Gambit thing?
The first one?
Yeah, I saw the movie. The movie
Yo,
was fire.
I'll go see the Gambit movie. He was always my favorite. Mon chéri.
Hey, Mom, so he's doing all that, Mom. So. Yeah, but listen, man, I love Marvel. Don't shit talk Marvel because when I see you, I'll put you in the figure 4.
No, I don't think you will, and also that I will talk shit because I think
I'm not
that
talking
it's
to
stupid.
you, neck brace boy. I'm talking to
Okay,
Matt.
okay.
Brace boy.
Let's
Truce.
get back into the show.
I'm
Speaking
sorry.
of neck brace boy, we have a date set for the Blvd Bullies Backyard Barbecue Part 2. Bongos on a balcony, bloodbath baptism barbecue.
How about we up
August
the ante?
18th. Brian's going to wear the neck brace till then. Sean is going to wear his Pit Vipers and his nice shirts until then. And me
Cashmere.
and Larry and I are going to be falling asleep until then. Where it all comes to a head. Kid Osborne, Tarzan Duran, and a referee of my choosing.
Who the hell's it gonna be?
I'm not sure yet. I have 3 names in mind. Are
there so as a surprise referee? We find out the day of, or is it going to be like at the contract signing? I feel like we
the contract
deserve to know.
signing. I think the contract signing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to know what the stakes are and who the participants are before you sign your names on the
Right,
contract.
so because we decided that it's not hair versus hair.
Let's just
stakes.
stay on topic. Let's just stay on topic. We have a date set. We have a match set. The stipulations will become solidified.
Right.
And I'm just very, very excited. Larry, are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
Larry, I feel like last year at the Backyard Barbecue is when you truly unlocked your satanic commentary potential. That's when you fully went unhinged and never looked back. I think it put you on another level in the name of the Father and the Son, the Holy Ghost.
Well, you know what? It organically happened because if you watch the Backyard Baptism Bloodbath Bonanza last year, remember the first part of the match kind of like just grunts and is it
Right, you didn't start doing it until about like 3 minutes in.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I was like, yo, this match needs a little something.
Yeah, because you knew it
So the
sucked. You
same
knew
way
it sucked if it was just them grunting like fucking goddamn buffoons. So you knew it needed goddamn flavor.
No. So
Damn
for
buffoon.
years, I've been ringside, like recording parts of the match and putting them like on Instagram or before that Vine or just anything, just little clips of the match. And if you remember, at first I used to always commentate those things. I'd always be like, DJ Hyde with a summoning lariat. And then someone online was like, I wish Larry would shut the fuck up and
That was
stop
nice.
listen, someone online was like, I wish
Was
Larry
it
would shut the
Brian?
fuck up. Huh?
Was
Keep
Brian the one who
interrupting
said that?
Larry. No.
No.
Oh,
If it was someone, if it was Brian, I would have said it was Brian. It was someone. And they were like, I wish, and people co-signed it. Like people were like, heart or thumbs up or whatever. So then at one point, maybe around circa 2018, I like stopped saying anything. I just would record the shit and be like, yeah, there it is. And that was it. So now that I have the opportunity to be encouraged to say what I want to say, I do again. But I've been commentating. It's just that commentary is a coveted position. You know, people want to get their ass in that chair and they don't want to move forever. You know? So I'll ring announce because that's what I'm good at.
It's just like me and XPW. I mean, I started last month, and now I'm slated to be there for their final show.
In
So,
LA?
you know, I'm 2 for 2.
Glendale, California. Is that
Glendale,
right, Brian?
California. I have an aunt who lives there, so it's going to be no problem for me to be there.
No way. You got a
You know what?
Glendale?
Yeah.
No
Pat,
way. Look at
Yes.
that.
You and I are going to have to eat at the Glendale Galleria,
The Galleria?
the Gigi Allen Galleria.
Is that like a taco spot or?
It's just it's like a fountain with a man that's in gold.
Oh, and instead of throwing a penny into it, you poop into it.
You poop into it and then you go in and you eat the poop.
And then you get tacos, right? Yo, I'm in, dude. Let's go.
You
Let's
say you
go.
get
Checks in the mail.
tacos?
Brian, do you want to talk any more about your extravaganza that goes on tomorrow before we move on to other things in the wrestling life?
It's going to be very, very exciting. I'm going to be very, very high. And I'm going to play fucking video games with my beautiful Albanian wife and ask her questions because
Are
she's
the
a
bo-
musician
Are
and
the bongos
a
gonna be
talented person.
Will
So
the
come.
bongos be featured?
The bongos are always in my house,
there? Hi, bongos.
as is this bloody Clit Osborne sign.
Hey,
I just
bongos.
leave this here to remind me of the revenge I'm going to extract upon them at the bongos on a balcony backyard barbecue.
Chase in the chat says, should fans do commentary? I'm going to answer that very quickly. If you're talking about me, yes. If you're talking about anybody else, no. Next
Talk about me? Yes. Brian, what can we expect from this show? And is this a weekly show or is this just a one-time special?
We're going to decide. As of right now, it's a show that's going to happen tomorrow live on streamxpw.com. And just come and hang out and fucking see what happens.
I can't believe it. Brian has already gone into business for himself. You know,
I've done nothing. I just want you to know
He's even giving away candy.
Yeah. You are a number 3 piece of shit, Brian.
I give away every fucking thing once a week on this show.
Flip the other one around.
Hey, speaking of giveaways, let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show.
What is it?
So Brian has gotten rid of all of his junk. Between the
All his
move
DVDs.
and the wedding and the 100 episodes of DVD giveaways, Brian has no more junk to give. So instead of junk, he's giving away treasure. One of one. Inkjet color printed 265 colors combined to give you all the shading, all the depth of these one of one memes. Brian, take it away.
Take it away, Brian.
Well, in order to get these very exclusive, highly rare one of one memes, you have to comment on the YouTube video the week that we presented, and then the next week, not the live chat, the YouTube video. The next week I will display to you the spinning wheel of randomizers as Patrick reads the comments, and then you win the meme of the week, which was the human meat bundle.
Schlack bundles.
The human meat bundle.
Just
no
just
Schlack, only
mainline directly
Dinklage.
from the brain of
No
Brian
cap, only
into
Schlack.
your home. Now that Schlack is a billionaire, he doesn't come on anymore. He was supposed to come on last week. He didn't because he was on like a yacht or something. We tried to send him the text this week. I mean, I haven't heard from him. So a billionaire Schlack might come on. Schliz. Mr. Schliz, he wants to be called now.
The last I saw, he was with Sabu. So Schlack
Right, he signed a $1
Boo.
billion contract with Circle 6. You know. And then he hung out with Sabu.
Jesus Christ.
Sounds like a lovely.
So
fucking
thank
time.
God that after Brian tried to root his XPW career, he's landed on his feet. Let's get to the comments from last week. I got Character Productions, shout out, says you guys need to interview people again. Would love to see Boom Harden or Aiden Bale on the show. Brian.
Boom. I like Boomhauser.
I was just going to say next week, let's get Aiden Bale on the show next week.
Well, we can try.
That's my guy. Aiden Bale and I are longtime friends, and Larry knows him even before I do.
Well, goddamn, shoot him a message then.
And I'll say this much: Boom Harden is a fellow Sagittarius and has already, in his very young career, burned his bridge with GCW, burned his bridge with CZW. So, in my estimation, he is definitely the type of energy, Pat, that you and I and Sean, I would say, for some regard, a motherfucker that's like, I'll walk my ass down that line and do another one. I wouldn't mind talking to Boom either.
Well, Larry, obviously, just because me, you, Sean, and Brian don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks, I mean, the true bullies, exist in another state. So
Yeah, it's not us anymore, guys.
I mean, it's like God forbid that 4 human beings get together and don't give a fuck. So, yeah, if you're giving him your seal of approval, I'll have both of these motherfuckers on the show.
Well, I'm kind of curious about Boom's story because he was a CZW student that I thought would never make it. Next thing I know, he's like on the road with GCW, and then there's an incident. Remember, didn't they used to have a field show? Didn't they used to have a field show out in Indiana or something? Like,
But like October, I remember like in October,
yeah,
Indiana,
some
they would
shit.
do it,
And then he got
with
dismissed
like a bridge,
from that,
right?
and they were like, "We don't want to see you." Then he was treading water with CZW. I went to CZW. I'm like, "Yo, where's Boom?" They're like, "Oh, he's gone." And I'm like, "Oh shit, Boom done fucking left." So I'm like curious to be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Right, stop eating the chocolates. Why are you prematurely
You
eating
eating the chocolate that you're giving away? Are you testing it?
Are you eating your gifts that you're giving away?
I'm preparing myself. You guys don't understand how to do a fucking
Wait, hold on, dude.
build a
what are you
tolerance.
doing? You're eating the candy that you're gonna eat on the show tomorrow.
No, do you understand that I've had this Butterfinger bar? This is the first one that I tried.
I wanna
I've
eat that
tested
so
the bars.
So what?
I've tested it. Tomorrow
okay.
I'm going to eat a
Tomorrow's what?
full peanut butter 1,000 milligram unopened bar. I'm going to open it on the stream, crack it open, freshly opened 1,000 milligram bar.
Now, will you have milk? Will you be drinking milk, almond milk, water with this?
Water. I'm going to drink some water.
And are you
Beers,
eating
meat
it
boxes?
in one
Like,
sitting?
maybe. I'm going to eat it in 60 seconds, Sean.
Oh my god!
Does it eat 1,000 milligrams? I feel like you're going to vomit within the first half hour. The thing's going to be an entire disaster.
Well, it's possible. Just tune in and find
Well,
out.
he's not gonna eat it all in one fell swoop, are you?
He just said 30 seconds,
He said
Larry.
60
60
seconds.
seconds. I'm going to eat it.
seconds.
I'm going to eat the bar. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to go bum, bum, bum.
He's going to eat
It's
1,000
very
There you
yummy.
milligrams.
It's
go.
delicious.
Bum, bum,
It's
bum.
delicious.
Bub, bub, bub.
Bum, bum,
I'm
bum.
going to eat the bar of chocolate.
Yeah, I think you're just
Like
probably
it
going to
wasn't
vomit.
anybody's business.
Probably start
Bum,
sweating.
bum, bum.
And it's milk chocolate,
It's chocolate with peanut butter.
and milk chocolate is the type of chocolate that surrounds it.
Yes, I would say it says this one says milk chocolate is the kind that it is. I would say that this Butterfinger bar is milk chocolate with Butterfinger.
Yeah, but the milk chocolate's made with like weed butter, like
It's
high
all made
in-
with wheat butter.
Can of butter.
It's all fucking 1,000 milligrams.
Willy Wonka over here. Hey, Brew Unstoppable, longtime member. And by the way, yo, we need some new gear. You know, not all of us can be sponsored and suckling on the XPW teat like Brian and
Well, it
Rob
makes me
Black
suck a lot of
co-signing
teeth
on a
because I
beautiful
like it.
apartment for him.
Jesus Christ.
You know, and they're just sending
I
him
got
all
this
this
apartment
weed.
myself.
And, you know, then
Get
Schlack's
father's
over
money.
here. You're getting the $1 billion contract. You know, some of us need to raise some money. So, number one, if you want to use the super chat option to like have us talk about a topic, you can for a small donation. Secondly, please go buy the merch. And number three, just like Brew Unstoppable here, who has access to all our members only content, aka stuff that I feel like I'm too drunk to want to leave public on YouTube. Become a member. It all supports us. Brew Unstoppable says, will there be a formal acknowledgement that Boulevard versus the World is once again the flagship show of the channel? I would find it hard to believe that the title would go to Drunk GM mode.
So what's
I'm
happening?
sure you would say that it is.
What's happening?
Well,
What's
for
happening?
everybody's
Well, I'll tell you
fucking.
It's
for-
been
for-
hot.
just so-
I've been lazy. You know, I've been not really watching so much wrestling. Larry has been ready to go, and I've been canceling on Larry. So I think that we spoke about an August 1st, first week of August relaunch of the flagship show. Here comes
Joe.
the lame.
Flagship Joe.
Now, I don't know
I'm
what happened to
sad.
Flagship Joe.
I'm sad
Oh, he's
that you
gone
ran,
forever.
or the other guy from Drunk GM mode ran Joe off. I'm sad.
Yeah,
Who ran him off?
drunk
I like
GM mode
Joe.
guy,
I like
Wednesday
you
night
and Joe.
guy ran Thursday night guy off.
So
I thought it was
Wednesday
the
night
other guy. I thought it was the guy from the gaming who said the N word. I thought it was that guy.
He
that
didn't
ran Joe.
say the N word, Larry. He didn't say the N
You're
word.
putting out false information, Larry.
Don't put out
What
false
happened?
information.
No.
All right. So what happened?
Okay, so here's what happened. We have a Boulevard Bullies Discord, which, by the way, I think after tonight I'm gonna shut down forever.
What?
Oh,
I
man.
just went back on it for the first time in forever.
Ah,
today.
no, it's over now. The
It's
Discord-
Jesus
unhinged.
Christ.
So you know, all of the family that we've accrued over the last 8 years can dabble in the Discord, and we have a long time member who is in the Discord, and how do I put it? They're very like active and like caring about like social issues, right? And the Wednesday night guy, Phil Prince Havoc, I guess like one night he just had a few too many beers and was leaving voice memos in the Discord, like that would like trigger somebody of that persuasion. And he was just trolling. But like much like how Brian just trolls and all the people who are potentially missing chromosomes like take it seriously and smash their TVs like they're watching a Dallas Cowboys game, so Prince was trolling, and a longtime member of the Bullies wasn't having it, flipped out. And these voice memos, guys, I'm looking at these Discord notifications. These voice memos are 3:30,
In the morning?
5:50, 9
witching
minutes.
The true witching hour.
I am not listening to 2 minutes of voice memo. I will for y'all. Like in our group text, I'll listen to voice memo for y'all.
You're not listening to shit.
But in the Discord, dude, I'm not listening to 5 minutes of voice memo. I'm sorry. So apparently there was this whole back and forth of trolling and upsetness and aggressiveness and upsetness. I didn't listen to any of it. Because, listen. Yeah, it's the Boulevard Bullies Discord, but you're out in the wild. Like, you're responsible for yourselves. Like, I'm not going to step in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I fucking
You gotta moderate.
care?
What the fuck? I moderate
two
10,000 bodies in the goddamn Deathmatch Elite.
Oh, well, you gotta moderate this. You gotta mute this. You gotta scold this person. You gotta do this. I said, yo, I don't even have the energy to listen to this. I'd rather literally sit in my home and stare into space than get involved in this. And that's exactly what I fucking did. So then Joe said, yo, you didn't step in. You didn't
Thursday guy.
moderate it. You didn't mute this. You didn't do this. You didn't apologize to this. You didn't do this. You're the
He was
Discord
very upset
guy.
with you. It's
And
the
I said,
flagship
"Yo."
show. You disrespected the flagship show, Patrick.
And Flagship Joe told me that I was not being a flagship moderator. And I said, well, I don't care. And he said, well, I can't be on the show until you figure it all out. And I just never figured it out.
You know what you got to do with Joe?
Because what is there to figure out?
I'll tell you what you got to figure out is you got to figure out how to talk to people. And Joe needs to be spoken to like a chef.
Yeah.
Okay? You speak to Joe like a chef. Yes, chef.
Yes,
I wanna be
chef.
spoken
Yes.
to like a
Speak chef.
Yes.
You know?
Let me roll up my
And you know what?
sleeves and spend my free time in getting into these retarded people's arguments.
There you go, Brian.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead. It was worth it. It was worth it. It's worth it. No, put it down now. Put it down. Too close. Too close. Too close. But you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole story behind the flagship show. And then me and Larry stepped in cordially and beautifully, and everybody said that was like, yo, this is the vibe. This is the show now. This is what the flagship show needs to be. But then me and Larry got a little tired. We got a little lazy. So we're doing a revamp, a rebrand, just like Mike
Velocity.
Santana rebranded his, clothing.
Did you finish
company.
reading the comments?
What?
Did we finish the comments?
We're talking about others. We're still on the comments, Brian.
This
was like a branch off of that. We're still
Stay
on
on
that
target.
Stay
on
I'm
target.
just responding to subscriber Brew's comment.
on
Wesley
target.
Easter
Stay
says,
on
I want an
target.
invite to the
Stay
backyard
on target.
bash. Sean, you're in
Oh.
charge of invites to the backyard bash. What do you have to tell the people?
Well, they are on a first come, first served basis. They'll be available on oneiota.com. That is where you can find your extra seats for shows like Good Day New York, Regis and Kelly. So stay tuned to oneiota.com. And
Just
yeah,
How do you spell that,
Reviews,
Sean? How do you
bro.
spell that, Sean?
the number one, IOTA.com.
I thought it was a
Oneiota.com.
D. I thought it might have been a D. Now, Larry, it's well documented that you've been on Price is Right. Sean or Brian, have you guys ever gone to like a live taping of a talk show? I've been to Jerry Springer once.
I've
went
done Jerry. And I also did the pilot for Judge Jerry, which was pretty cool. And I sat front row with Rose, so I'm still looking for that
The
pilot.
pilot of Judge Jerry.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Sean, Brian?
I once went to a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but it wasn't Regis Philbin.
Who was it?
I
Lady?
don't even. No, it was a dude, and it was my dad's friend was a contestant. He didn't
No
do well.
way.
He didn't do well at all. But it was still sick. It was still sick to.
Did he get your dad in the crowd to help him? You know how they like have options like phone a
We,
friend.
we
you have
did
one-
we did I did the
The
thing. with
50-50. 50-50.
You did the 50-50?
Yeah,
Did it help?
I was young as
No,
fuck.
wait.
I
Well,
must have been like
there's
16
there's
years
phone a
old.
friend. There's 50-50. Then there's audience vote.
Audience vote. There you go. Did your vote help?
Probably not.
Cool nonetheless.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, so if you want an invite to the barbecue, go through Ringside Sean and Ringside Relics. Don't hate on Judge Joe Dredd. Him coming out to separate ways in RPW was funny as hell. And the highlight of the show was definitely MM3 versus Drake, a main event that delivered. You guys all agree with that? Who's MM3?
I fell asleep.
Malcolm
I fell asleep
Malcolm-
reading that
Malcolm
comment.
Monroe the third.
Monroe III. There you go.
He's really good. That was a really good match.
Drake also said he's known the kid for like 20 years.
He put him over. I mean, anytime Drake wrestles, he puts over that he just puts him over and just talks about his love for deathmatch wrestling.
Yeah, he
He
said he
got his
remembers the
family
kid.
back.
He got his family back, and now he's
And the
alive
final
coming.
comment, Mr. August Record says, the Backyard Barbecue is clearly the flagship event.
It's our mania. It's our SummerSlam.
It's our SummerSlam mania.
It's our Bret Hart British Bulldog Wembley Stadium.
Unless
It's our
Brian
Undertaker.
eats the 1,000 milligrams and is like in the hospital.
Oh, what are you doing? You playing Twister?
Oh, yellow. Who's yellow?
Yellow. Right foot, yellow.
Brew Unstoppable.
Brew unstoppable.
You get the one of one. Show him what he's won, Brian.
The human meat bundle.
The Schlack
Yay,
pack.
brew.
He won that Schlack pack.
And now this week's giveaway. It will be the flyer for the show that debuts tomorrow, Stone for Science. Me and my
Brian, I think
beautiful
you and
Albanian
Amanda
wife.
should sign that.
We might, if you want me to, then the winner, that's up to them, whatever. And then also, one of one, Malibu's Desert Eagle.
Oh, come on, Brian. You got to be shitting me with that, dude.
Going hard
Come
in the
on,
paint.
Brian.
Come on, bro. That's ridiculous.
What?
Holy
doing that?
fuck. Holy shit. Stop everything.
What?
Stop everything right
I
now.
don't like that, Brian.
All right.
Urka, $40 super chat saying this will get you 1
not it,
mile in LA.
She donated $40.
$40. Guess what?
That's going to your motel.
I'm going to send that $40 directly to Brian to add to his Stream XPW bank account.
Woo!
And then we're gonna have Rob Black fill out the rest, and I'm gonna be doing commentary right alongside Larry in LA
That's dope.
for their
Does anybody-
final
All right,
show.
trivia. Does anybody know what movie this poster is from?
I feel like
That's Frankenstein, right? With
Bride of
Willy
Frankenstein.
Wonka.
Sean, you have it half right because it's Young Frankenstein.
Young
what was the movie?
Frankenstein.
What was the movie with Brendan Fraser where they like made a woman for science?
Frankenstein. What'd you say?
Made a woman for science.
Larry,
Oh,
you
it
know
was
what
the
I'm
man
talking
with two
about.
brains. The man with two brains.
Weird Science.
Mhm.
Oh,
They made like the perfect woman. Remember
Yep.
this?
Yo, Young
Yeah.
Frankenstein is goat,
Anthony
bro.
Michael Hall. Legend.
That was the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond, Young Frankenstein.
Wow, yo, you're right.
I always remember
Shout
that
out.
when I was a kid.
R.I.P.
Whenever the show would come on, we like freaking Frankenstein. He was great though.
So yeah, comment on this week's YouTube video for the giveaways. Memes of the week, one of one.
Now, will you and
Comment
Amanda
away.
be signing those?
If it's requested, we sign upon request. We'll write whatever you want. I'll come on it.
She
Gross.
blinded me with science.
If you want me to, I'll do whatever you want.
Larry, you did a Matter of Pride this past weekend in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I saw that you're at the SVWX thrift store or whatever the hell. Tell us about your
Flex.
journey. Tell us about your trip.
All that I gotta say, y'all, is that I have done so many shows in so many different states with Tarzan. Like I actually had to pull him aside and just be like, bro, we've done a lot of different shows in a lot of different places together. And I was like, and over a very short period of time, like, I don't remember you from back in like 2011, 2012, 2013, but it seems like ever since the pandemic, Tarzan Man has been everywhere. Everywhere, dude.
Ever since he tossed me like a fucking salad.
Bro,
He
before
been
that,
everywhere.
showed everybody that he was serious by tossing you like a salad.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really all I got to say about it. Beautiful venue. Love going to the city of brotherly love. Shout out my homeboy, Shavon, who rode up with me and who really was the one who led me to that suplex place. Cause y'all know, come on. I don't really want to go out of my way. I want to go to the coffee shop or some shit, but my homeboy is a big Mark. And he was like, oh, suplex is like only 2 minutes away. And I was like, it is? Like, I don't give a fuck. But I thought of y'all. And I thought of Mania and how I missed out. Remember, I was the bully missing in action on that day y'all went there when it was a zoo.
Yeah.
It was a fucking zoo, dude.
great day, y'all. Great day.
Legendary
How did
time.
y'all pee? How did y'all pee on that day?
We held it.
Yeah. Or we peed at the
Then we
restaurant.
found the
that
bar.
went to. Brian,
There was, like, porta potties
did you and
everywhere.
Amanda like wait online and then like for like an
No,
hour?
there was
and
bars. There was bars. There was just like bars up and down that whole street.
No, but
Yeah.
did you?
Oh, that
did you
street
guys
is a
wait in
very
line
hip,
that day to
happening
get into
street,
the?
yeah. Yeah.
And we had a hotel room. We went to the hotel room to pee.
Is my shit?
Yeah, lovely hotel
you
room.
hearing me? Is my shit
Luxurious
not on?
birthday extravaganza. And Larry was there just on my birthday for the Schlack extravaganza.
Yeah, you left with
Final Eat the
Ron.
Turnbuckle blood.
I'm
Battle
talking
Royal
about the
bloodbath.
goddamn thrift store, Brian.
I know. I'm just
The
saying, Larry.
vintage place. So look,
I know what
very
you're
much
talking
like
about.
when I was in Houston. Remember, Sean? I was telling
Yep.
you in Houston, I was seeing like all these like Royal Rumble 2001
Yeah.
shirt, and like they
Yep.
were way up. And I was like, yo, how much is that Shawn Michaels all over Prince show? And the guy was like $475.
Yeah.
Same shit. Same shit. This shit is not no inexpensive shit. This shit is like vintage prices. I'm talking Rick Pawn Star. You ain't walking out of that bitch without dropping like 2-3 bills. Easy, bro. Easy.
Yep.
I'd rather go down the block,
Fucking
get
easy.
like a vintage
they know what they're
NASCAR
doing, dude.
shirt.
They're getting money.
That's my closet right there.
And you know what? You know what? You know what? For all of us old school marks, all it is WWF New York. Come on, come on. When you walked into WWF New York, what's the first thing you walked into? The
Gear
retail store.
The
All
gear.
the belts in front of you.
All the dope
$700.
shirts,
All the
the
shirts,
toys.
bro. Yeah, it was
Bro, with
it was a
WWF New York,
fucking-
y'all remember?
Oh hell yeah, bro! Hell
My
yeah!
friend
As
had
soon
a
as you
birthday
walk in, it
party
was the
there.
shirts.
It
Whenever,
was retail. You were
whenever
in the
somebody
heart of
debuted,
WWF retail.
whenever somebody debuted, the very next day on Tuesday morning, when that shop opened up, their shirt was the first thing you saw right there, and the shirts will fly off real quick, real quick. Miss
Yeah, but
that
it's
shit,
awesome to
man.
see vintage stuff. You know, I saw a Big Boss Man slam Russell Buddy, which is rare. You know, I was looking for a Big Boss Man LJN. I didn't see that. I saw all the Big Boss Man Hasbros. I saw the new Big Boss Mans. And, you know, that's my guy. But also, it was great to see Rocket's photo up there signed, you know, our H2O Rocket. It was great to see Tremont's photo up there signed. And it was great to see, and I showed you all this in the chat, that replica Kane belt, that custom
belt, yeah.
Oh my God, bro. I was like, that
Did you see that Tremont's going to Scotland?
Scotland.
He's
I
traveling.
believe it. He got his
Yeah, our
passport.
boy Graham,
He fucking was posting his passport.
Yeah, it's
Longtime
pretty
fan
awesome
of the
to see.
Bullies, Graham in Scotland, asked me about Tremont and what he likes to drink, and I said he likes smokes. That's what I
Like
told
a
him.
What's he like?
Smokes.
Smoky.
Six.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen Tremont drink a beer. Not in
Wow,
kayfabe.
you're right. I don't think he does.
Yeah, but he
Well,
likes
maybe I have some
smoking
I might have
cigs.
some footage of him drinking.
You might smoke the little devil's lettuce.
Yeah, but anyway, fuck the entire secondhand thrifting wrestling merchandise.
Hey,
fucking space.
Watch it,
Fuck
bud.
all
Bro,
these
it
guys.
has its place. I
Fuck
saw shit I'd
all
never
seen
these
before.
guys who went and found a $20 Val Venus shirt, made
Yeah.
it $400 so that
It's
fucking
so
George
funny.
Kittle could wear it.
It's
Fuck
funny.
all of
Just-
this shit. Fuck all these Johnny come latelys who fucking do what
Who wants a
Sean
shirt?
does and go to all the thrift stores and
I
find,
got good shit,
find
though.
things that real fans would love and then
Pat,
fucking
Jen,
gouge
my
them.
boy, you know,
Gouge 'em.
Pat,
rip, rip their fucking guts out from the
You know-
inside out based on, wanting to be cool. Hey, want a fucking $1 million man fanny pack? $600, Mark.
650, bitch.
And then I mean, and Pat, that was my attitude.
Fuck
that
'em.
was my attitude.
Fuck
I kind
'em
of was
all.
looking at the guys.
He wants
I
a
kind of was
shirt.
looking at the guys running the place like, you guys,
Cool,
you guys
great,
just are,
great,
like.
great.
I
They're,
get it.
they're
Well, shout
amazing
out to them.
marketers who
Shout
finally
out to
found
them.
their
Hey,
niche.
brother, every little bit counts.
Fuck 'em.
They're like, look, if an event is like a
Yeah,
church
sure.
service, if an event is like a church service where people like
Standing
Suplex Vintage
outside
Wrestling
of
are,
hotels and
they're
airports.
Sally Struthers. They're Sally Struthers begging for the kids.
Signing
That's what they
these
are. You
Bret
understand what
Hart
I'm saying?
murals
Like,
where they have no
help the
business.
motherfucking shit keep flowing. So
No,
I'm all for
don't
it.
you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Bro,
Don't you
I am
fucking dare!
for the betterment of my shit. I want shows going on. If you're contributing to that, you're
How
okay in my
dare you.
motherfucking book. No.
Fucking Fountain.
That's what we're doing?
Grabbing
That's
the
what we're
fucking
doing?
Exorcist license and selling $70 pair of socks with the fucking Exorcist face on it. Don't you dare! How dare you? How dare you? You know,
How
oh my
dare
God.
you, sir?
Taking,
How dare you?
taking everything we love, taking the Iron Man that I loved from 1993 and fucking putting it through a meat grinder and putting Robert Downey Jr.'s name on it and shoving it down our throats. Now there's Wolverine. Oh, I'm so happy. Hugh Jackman. I'm so happy to be finally wearing the yellow and black Wolverine. I should have always been doing this. Shut the fuck up. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you, dude. Jinder Mahal, GCW falls right into this, too. So fuck it all.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you. No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Papa.
Okay, fuck you.
Yeah, te cabrón hablando
And,
también
Jinder
la
Mahal.
camisa.
We better go to the thrift store and grab up all the
That's not his
modern
name
day
anymore, goddammit.
Maharaja shirts that we can fucking find because we should put them on eBay for $60 now that this guy
600.
rock bottomed the
600.
FE at GCW.
600 Maharaja shirts.
Oh, thank God I waited in line for 3 hours to get a Jinder Mahal autograph because he rock bottomed Effie.
You such a
Now it's worth
GCW
$60.
I hate GCW.
You don't see that they're bringing in actual superstars now? And it's like a
For stars.
star-studded event
Stop.
every single
Stop.
time that they get on the Thriller app
Stop.
and they put a show together. It's good. Listen,
Oh
you guys
my
clearly
God.
didn't watch Bloodsport this past weekend, right? Where they took over Brooklyn, New York, and they went and they did Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Did you guys see that?
I love Josh Barnett. Can I just say that I love with all my heart Josh Barnett. I bonded with him at Every Time I Die Tid the Season 2019. And ever since then, I love him. I love him so much. But I've always fucking hated Bloodsport, dude. I think that Bloodsport is the stupidest shit that's ever existed. Talk about packaging a dream and force feeding it back to the fucking masses. The work, shoot, work, shoot Bloodsport is the dumbest, workiest, shootiest work shoot I've ever seen. You could quote me on that.
I didn't enjoy it.
Why not?
Because I like to have like a story happen, and like to have like to see like a video package play before my fights, not just like like if I wanted to watch fights, I just watch like UFC.
Right, I just watched UFC, and
that's like
Shayna
real
Baszler came out.
fights.
Did you see Shayna Baszler came out? She said, "This is wrestling as it's always supposed to have been." It's like no, it's.
I like
not.
stories, dude. I
It's
I
just
like
its own
mystic.
thing
I
now.
personally like paranormal, mystical shit with my wrestling. Like I
Right.
like it to be.
It needs
like
some
I like it to be
theatrics. It needs some
right,
Broadway in
theatrical.
it.
Exactly.
Right. And it's like Battle of the Tough Guys. It's a real fight, but it's not a real fight. It's a worked fight. So like when you take away wrestling moves and have them just try to work UFC moves, it looks worse than ever.
Agreed.
So a guy hits like a clothesline and it knocks the other guy out.
It's like with the kick to the fucking Akira's face. Everyone's like so shocked and like that it's like the sickest shit ever. But it's like that's what do you expect? What did you expect to see happen?
Yeah, and that's the thing
it's
too.
strange-
Bloodsport
strange
takes
to me.
itself so seriously. It's like the most serious shit. You know, Shayna Baszler, this is what wrestling always should have been. No, it's not. It's actually the opposite of that. You've taken the ropes off of the ring. What are you saying, Shayna Baszler? It's basically, and especially now that Josh
Shayna Baszler
Barnett
sucks at wrestling, and she's good at
especially
fighting.
what's this one, 9? What was it, 9? And it's just like CZW too. Like, Tournament of Death 20 has been happening for 4 years. Like, it's really Bloodsport like 18, but whatever. It's 9, whatever, right? And MVP comes out, and MVP can't just say like, oh, I spent 11 years getting a black belt. I'm now trained, and Josh Barnett, me and you have a mutual respect. Let's spar. Let's fight. Josh Barnett has to respond with being like, yeah, and something hurt business. Something, I'm the CEO of the Hurt Business, and this ring is the Hurt Business. So it's like, yo, even if you wanted to suspend your disbelief and believe that this GCW Bloodsport was like the Raw Underground you've always wanted, MVP coming out and Josh Barnett responding with like, yeah, bring you and whatever Hurt Business cronies you want, and we'll do a fake, real fight. It's like, yo, it's basically just bring out Shane McMahon and bring out the dancers. It's Raw Underground at this point. Hello? Check.
Superstars you can't
Are
handle.
we on?
What is Jinder Mahal's name in GCW, Sean?
He's
His
gonna
real
clean
name,
it up.
Raj
Desi?
Desi.
Raj Desi. Oh,
Yeah.
that's his actual name.
The
Got it.
Maharaja, Raj Desi.
Raj Denton?
Raj
Desi.
Desi.
Raj Deppen?
ESI. Respect on the man's name when you speak of former WWE
Raj
champion.
Tony
A former
Deppen's brother.
WWE champion. Former WWE champion.
I mean, if he's
Still-
Raj
still
Deppen
in
and
WWE,
Tony Deppen's
is-
already wearing cut-off shorts, they could be half brothers and they could do the Deppen death drop.
Are he and Baszler still contracted by WWE?
Yes.
Interesting.
MVP, I think, is on his way out.
Raj
Yeah.
So
Oh my
no,
God.
Raja is
Yo,
not. He's
if
done.
you think
But
Raj is
Baszler
done.
is. Baszler is.
Baszler
if you
is.
Yeah,
think
but
that
Raj is
Josh
done.
Barnett
Oh, yes, Raj
versus
is
Bobby
gone.
Lashley
That's
in
why he called himself
Bloodsport would be
fucking Desi.
fire, you
Fucking-
are bugging. Okay? Oh, I can just imagine it now. Josh Barnett, Bobby Lashley in Bloodsport. Bobby Lashley has the full Nelson on Josh Barnett. He's like trying to
What
power
makes you
out
guys think that this is
Like, outta here.
going towards Bloodsport though? You guys think that they're gonna have like
I didn't say
4
shit,
on
Sean.
4?
You say you
fucking
guys.
melee? Excuse me, sorry.
I don't know.
Pat?
I think it's likely that I think it's likely that Josh Barnett and MVP will have a match, a Bloodsport match, and Bobby Lashley and Cedric Alexander and whoever else the other guy is will like be his like towel men. They'll
Well,
all
think
come out
about
in
it
like
like this.
jumpsuits together.
Next month is Homecoming, night 1 and night 2. Matt Cardona is the general manager who's bringing in superstars.
Oh, he's got me in the Bobby Lashley lock. Ah!
So with that being said, do not be surprised if you see Omos, if you see Bobby Lashley, or if you even see
Oh
a
my
Shelton
God, is
Benjamin.
Is
Why
Brett
not?
Lauderdale going to finish his story and get Omos in Bloodsport?
Why not? Why not? If it could,
Because it's
if it could work, then why not? Why not?
You know, and like, you know, listen, the fans sitting there in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn fans
Brooklyn Knights.
sitting there chanting MVP at Bloodsport is the same as all
crowd
the
is so
fans at
weird,
San
man.
Diego Comic-Con getting on their feet and losing their shit, babies in the air for Robert Downey Jr. revealing himself as fucking Dr. Doom. It's the
You know
same fucking bullshit, dude. It's
You know
the
what
same
crowd
Big
look-
Mac eating, McDonald's, 1 million hamburgers sold fucking bullshit, dude.
Mm-mm.
Do you know what crowd looked dope?
Mm-mm.
Whenever whatever show HOG just did, the crowd looked insane.
Oh, Larry, we missed the boat there. Me and Larry were talking all the shit about
Dude.
going to Hog, and we both
See
like missed it.
and like that, like when I think of a dope wrestling show, that's like the crowd that I think of. Like when you look at the GCW crowd, everyone's like it's like quiet, and it's weird vibe, not a vibe that I
Yeah, it's
particularly-
fucking Comic-Con people. That's why.
different. But HOG is not death match. There's no death match.
No, Hog is
And-
awesome. Hog is awesome.
But there's like a wild crowd, and they're just like they're like screaming, going crazy, and they're all it looks awesome.
I really wish
HOG.
that we went and hung out with Prince Nana at Hog.
No.
Yeah, that whole shit looked dope as fuck, dude. What
Yeah, I think that I think that House of Glory has a school to support it,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever you have a school to support your promotion, that means you have ticket sellers. You have kids that are going to be pushing the tickets to see their first match, them in the battle royal, whatever. And on top of
The
that,
scramble.
I think that Brian excels.
HOG does much better than H2O because that's technically it was I don't know if it's obviously didn't It stopped doing what it was doing. It did it for 8 years though.
What?
I don't know if
H2O.
Tremont is. I don't know if the Tremont crew is as heavy on the new students as like Red and XL are. You know, they're always showing Mercedes coming down there to train and Mark Quinn coming down there to train. So they want a steady supply of kids that are being like, oh, this is the place to train.
Yeah, they have their own nice
I think
little thing.
a more analogous company would be MYWC, which also, Pat, and you know this, kind of has a pretty rabid crowd for Hotter Than Hell or Draw the Line or the Master of the Mat. A lot of times those crowds, although they weren't like the typical wrestling fan, they were loud as shit and crazy for their fucking guy.
Well, and I think Hog follows the same formula as NYWC or H2O, but Hog, like that building, and like, yeah, they do it on a grander scale, I think, for sure. They have their own little thing going on. It's very, very impressive. I mean, NYWC, you know, they'll have on and off shows, kind of touch that a little bit. Even Outlaw in its heyday would like touch that a little bit. But Club Amazura, Hog, I think they got a billionaire backer too, actually.
Can I reveal something?
Might be the same one from Circle 6.
Reveal.
Can I reveal a little backstage? Ring of Honor was this close to getting Amazura as a location for the Women of Honor division.
No way.
Sean, I know you know what I'm talking about. Back in Sinclair days, before All In, before all of that, Ring of Honor, Sinclair was this close to securing Amazura as like the Women of Honor locale. When there was Women of Honor shows and Women of Honor wrestling, it was going to be in New York and it was going to be in Amazura. And Prince Nana advised against it.
Prince Nana.
Was that like a?
And I think that's because Prince Nana had a loyalty to Red, XL, saw what they were doing, saw how lucrative and big it could become. And at the end of the day, Sinclair doesn't even own the Ring of Honor anymore.
Well, and the one thing about Amazura is that it's like a venue. It's like some Terminal 5 shit. There's security like
huge.
up your shit.
Better than Terminal 5. Better.
Well, but it's like, yo, it's a hard out at 11 because we got like Latin night.
The club.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
club.
you know what I mean.
Wait, just the way it looks and
starting to
sounds,
line
it's
up
like a
when House Flores
legit.
getting out of there. Yup.
Yeah,
Yup.
but
It's just legit. It's like a legit place to have a show.
Like as a wrestling fan, it's a little annoying because the drinks are like $12, and you can't linger and get your photos and pictures. It's like out by 11. Get out! Hey, get out! Time to leave! Time to leave! You know, the security comes rounds you up. You know, so like I could see Porkchop saying that he went once and never went back. Yeah, it's like drinks are expensive. You know. The line of sight isn't that great.
They still pack that shit out.
Because of the ticket sellers, Brian.
Well, I'm just saying the drinks might be expensive, but there's still motherfuckers in the crowd.
It's like Melrose Ballroom.
Buying no fucking drinks because it's $8 for a water.
Melrose Ballroom's like a great venue for wrestling, but the drinks are like $15 fucking dude.
Yep.
Anywhere the fuck you go, everything's expensive as fuck.
Best. Yo, Pat.
Yes.
When was Lost in New York? Was that 8/18?
August of 2018 or 19? Yeah.
Yep. 18.
Was it 8? But was it 8/18? Was it the same day as the Bonanza?
It might have been 8/18, 19. It might have been 8/18, 19.
And look at us now.
I got smoked with a fucking beer can that show. Right in the top of the dome. Boop!
A full one?
A full beer can.
Oh.
During Sandman.
That show was the apex of GCW.
Well, much like Brian ruined. That was actually Brian who threw that
show.
can, Sean.
Bro, Eli Everfly hit a sunset flip power bomb off a 20-foot. It had to be like a 20-foot ladder to Jimmy Lloyd. Remember that?
Dude, I was talking to the New York State Athletic Commission. I had his back. So everything that was going on in the ring, and I was like, how things been with the state? You know, like I'm fucking just talking to this guy. Brett was like, talk to him about I don't give a fuck what. As all that shit was going on.
That was a
That
great
dude,
show.
that was when GCW was GCW. I'm sorry.
Lost in New
And that
York,
was when
bro.
Danny was kind of first shown the door at that show, and I was right after.
We didn't go too far behind. Did you see that?
Are we talking about Aunt Nikki?
Speaking, well, you want to talk about Aunt Mickey? She
What's
won the
going on,
POR
Aunt?
Hardcore
She messaged me.
Championship.
She was like, "I miss my Larry." I was like, "I miss you too, Auntie."
Oh, you've heard from Auntie lately.
She and I.
You've heard from Auntie
She and I go.
lately.
She and I go way. She and I go back to like my ruckus days.
Way
Like, there's a few people that are in the game and active that go back to like my ruckus days of origins, and she's one of them. So yeah, I hear from Aunt Mickey all the time. I love her.
Well, she's the new POR stunt woman champion, hardcore champion. Hey, is it a little redundant to have a POR hardcore champion? Like how is there like a hardcore subsection of POR? Like they're running each other with cars.
Well, POR because they're stunt guys. It's not like there's a wrestling.
What does it stand for, POR?
I think it's like Prophets of Regret. Prophets of Regret.
Do they
Don't
have
quote
a
me.
Do they have a heavyweight champion? Do they have a world champion? Or is the hardcore championship their main champion?
No, I think there is a champion.
Heavyweight champion Brian.
I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
I'm
Mickey Knuckles is the only
uneducated
champion
in
you need to worry
POR.
about in POR.
Breaking news! Nick Gage versus Matt Hardy. Superstars are being brought to GCW. I just had to get it out there.
Christ.
Nick Gage versus Matt Hardy announced.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Sean just came a little.
who moves worse, Matt Hardy or Nick Gage? Who's less mobile?
Neither.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, the right answer. Correct, Sean. Correct. Tickets in the mail. Press passes in the mail, Daddy-O.
Yo, I love
Matt Hardy
I love how
blood
Matt
card.
Hardy, I love how Matt Hardy, from doing the leg drop, has developed like a permanent bow-legged.
Oh, yeah.
Like kind of like
Yo,
leg drop will
Dude, leg
fuck
drops
you
are
up.
leg
his
drops
knees
are
go
fucking
out.
brutal, dude. I don't even
If you
understand
watch
how you do it.
watch some of his matches from '93 when he was enhancement talent, his knees were the exact same. They've just gotten worse over the years. Exact same. He always hit the moonsault, and when he got to the top rope, his legs just bent so great, like just wild. And then that's how he got up. He got up crazy too, like he was 600 pounds. But
Married
shout out to the homie Matt
married
Hardy.
a Puerto Rican woman from Queens, so shout out.
Rebby.
Rebby.
I bought her out for the first thing she ever did in wrestling in New York.
No, come on.
Was it an
Swear to God.
ICW show?
BB Kings. Off
I love
Broadway.
BB King.
Shakara?
For
Shakara?
Gabe Sapolsky.
Evolve. Wow, I remember when BB King used to do shows.
Okay, so
BB King's was dope
breaking
as fuck.
news:
I
the
seen
POR
Overkill play there.
Prophets of Regret, the hardcore champion, is their world champion. Hardcore is their main title. So Mickey Knuckles, the face of POR.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Shout out, Auntie.
Shout out
JJ
to
Allen is
Mickey
awesome too.
Knuckles. Yo, he lit himself on fire this past weekend.
No, I would say from
Isn't
all
that
the
every
fire
every
spots,
weekend though? I feel like he's on fire.
From all the fire spots that I've seen be done by wrestlers, he did it the best. He took the fucking shit and then he rolled into a little fucking pool,
Brian, he is a stud man.
right. So,
Urka
like,
says
it was,
that
it was just dope as fuck.
Urka says that Rebby Hardy chewed her out on Twitch once in the middle of the night. Larry,
Why?
what's your Rebby story?
He just gave it.
Oh.
He brought her out for one of her first things.
And I don't think she's ever forgot that. And she's
Probably
always
not.
nice to me. She's always nice to me. Anytime I see her at a fan fest or with Maxwell or anyone, she's always so kind to me. And we're like good best girlfriends just because, when first time you come out, you're nervous. I'm nervous because it was my first Evolve or Dragon Gate USA or whatever the fuck it was. We were in
Definitely
BB
Dragon
Kings,
Gate.
but yeah, she's nice to me. But girl, don't get on her bad side.
Well, she doesn't give a fuck.
We were talking
Boricua.
about
I know.
we were talking about Tarzan Duran. who
Shout
is
out
all
to
over
my
the place. He's
champion.
all over America now because ever since pushing Brian.
You're welcome.
He's a globetrotter.
His DMs are filled with what the fucks about why he didn't end Brian's life and how wrestling would have been better because of it. But Tarzan was announced for TOD.
Shout out to the homie.
Well, Rob Black called it. He said, I guarantee you this year's TOD is going to be a bunch of XPW guys.
No Mickey, though. How dare they?
So, I mean, there's Judge Joe Dredd. There's Big Effin' Judge Joe Dredd. There's Remington Roar. There's Danny Darko. There's Madman Pondo Darko. There's J.J. Allen Escobar. And there's Tarzan Duran. And I guess there was an eighth that was about to be announced. Did that happen?
Joel Bate. So there's 3 talents that are from out of the country. You said it was Darko, Donald
Big
Darko,
Joe.
Big Joe, and Joel Bateman. That's Australia,
So that's
UK.
the 8. That's the field of 8.
And,
Did they
where's Darko
announce a
from,
9th?
UK? I think there's I've heard rumblings that there's going to be a mystery 9th entrant. Not
That's
sure.
dope.
Not sure.
Could
But
the rumblings that you have heard have been DJ Hyde's stomach?
no, I mean
Well-
it could have been because those are pretty big rumblings, but it might have been Shannon.
And did you hear that I saw on Facebook, because this is where all the bullshit goes down on Facebook, is that Mickey Knuckles said, hey, at CZW, you fucking kidding me? You set me up for like an 0 for 2 in the final story. You don't even invite me back, which is what we were saying right here on this pod weeks ago.
Well, Bob Beverly hasn't been bought that. Hasn't Bob Beverly been in the last 2?
Roberto.
He was at the last
Roberto Beverly.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. He won one of them. He didn't win. Did he win last
He
year?
didn't win last year. He
He
won
won
the
last year.
before.
Oh, Big Joe. Big fucking Joe won last year.
The one he won is
Fatal
where he
four-way.
suplexed Mickey, right?
Dude, Mickey fucking Knuckles has been in the finals for the last 2 Tournament of Deaths.
Right.
And they did not invite her back. Makes no sense.
But isn't
And
that
she
why
made
they
a
added,
post.
they added a ninth?
I don't know.
They added a
That's
ninth. Maybe
that's not confirmed information. That's me hearing things from fans. CCW did not say that there's a mystery 9th entrant.
I'm seeing in the chat that Danny Darko has a fractured orbital bone, just like you, Brian.
Oh,
Maybe we
Let
could
me
get
tell you.
DJ in here, so he maybe could clear it up here and
You
get it
think-
out
Oh
to
my
the world.
God, DJ's got to take over for Danny Darko. DJ's got to be at the Tournament of Death.
so are
He's
you
the
saying
Hall
we
of
need
Famer.
DJ on this show again?
I think why
I
not?
think we should probably
We need
pressure him
DJ
to getting
on
Mickey
the show.
Knuckles
We
in
need
it.
him in the and we need
And
him
us
in the
on
tournament.
commentary.
And
Are
us
you
on,
sure
us
that
on
the
commentary.
real bully didn't get commentary already for the Tournament of Death?
Who's that?
One Joe Baszler, the real bully.
I think that
Why
they're
is he the
locked
real
in on
bully?
Joe
I don't know.
Baszler.
He calls himself the real bully, dude.
No.
Yeah, I think
Is that-
so.
Nuh-uh.
It's him and
You're
Servino,
lying.
Larry.
Joe Bate. What?
Yeah, it's Baszler and Servino. It's the Make-A-Wish commentary team for Tournament of Death this year.
What is it? Wait, was this announced?
Yeah, I just announced it. I
no.
broke the news right here.
Not announced. Not announced.
Fucking guy,
It's
bro.
been speculatedly announced.
Right.
It's been
rumblings.
rumored to have been announced.
Rumored.
Rumblings?
There are rumblings from the
Joe
DJ
Baszler
tumblings.
is the voice of violence for X-Brand wrestling.
XBW.
XBW.
Wrestling.
Right.
For wrestling.
XBW.
Right.
No, I
So
think
he's
that
gonna
like
stretch his
Servino
code
showed
out
up
and get
early
into
and
the
like mowed
combat
the
zone.
lawn, and they let him do commentary last year.
He's
I think
gonna
he was. I
stretch
think he
his-
mowed the lawn. I think him and DJ were lariating long weed stalks in the field at 8 a.m. Right at the crack of dawn. And I think he was like, you know what, kid, you're the voice of CZW. And then I think that and I think that DJ also did some research. He saw how much influence and waves, how many impressions Joe Baszler's been getting on XBW, and he was like, "This is the future."
Dude, his signature is a rare fucking exclusive item to
Yeah,
have.
I think DJ's gonna have him sign
Guys,
his parents'
stop
home,
it.
his
Will
house.
you stop?
I just think that might be 100% happening.
I don't believe it.
And the ring announcer is going to be, what the fuck is the other guy? Acefield Romero. Or whatever the fuck.
Romero or Retro?
Whatever. You know who I'm talking about, Sean.
You said AC Romero and
Romero
Acefield Retro.
The guy who
together.
wears Larry's clothes, dude. The white guy who wears Larry's clothes. There's some new blood, dude. There's some new blood. TOD is getting a full revamp. It's going to be Baszler and Servino on commentary. And it's going to be Ace Retrofield Romero on fucking... But Larry, he did some H2O shit where he wear like the sparkly Larry jacket. But when he does TOD, he's going to come out in camo shorts and a do-rag, dude.
And a white tee. Black jacket, red lapel.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I didn't even know who you guys are talking about.
It's just clones, dude. It's just NPCs. Just all these NPCs, dude, talking about us, thinking about us, studying our ways, studying our methods.
They know everything.
Yeah. Just a bunch of NPCs, dude. Speaking of NPCs, Brian, you just got voted
Number 3.
the number 3 biggest piece of shit in the entire wrestling business. So that brings us to deathmatch drama. Care to explain?
Elaborate.
Well, I think a whole lot of people get really irritated when I make any kind of post anywhere. So I reposted something that one Jaime Martinez posted.
Jaime.
Loco Wrestling, friend of the show.
For
friend of the
Loco
show.
Wrestling, friends of the
For
program.
local.
For Loco
Last time we
Wrestling.
checked.
For local.
He was very upset about two
By the
wrestlers.
way, sorry to cut you off. For Loco Wrestling announced,
I'm used to it.
rumored to be announced, Tarzan versus fucking Drake Younger.
Right.
Got his family back versus Man of the Jungle. Anyway, For Loco Wrestling. He may.
He made
Two
what?
wrestlers. I think that it's one Ninja Mac and Dante Leone. I think that the show, I can't remember when the show is, but it's a Four Loco show that he said that they can no longer work it and they will be working a GCW show. So he's sorry, but you can, if you want to see them, you can see them at GCW,
Right.
and he's going to work very hard for replacements.
And he's working
So
On
tirelessly.
August 24th.
August 24th. Thank you. So I reposted this, and I just said that loyalty is dead in 2024, and
That was your quote with the screenshot.
Oh boy.
Can you let me finish? God
Oh, boy.
damn it!
Oh boy.
I just want to be sure.
I didn't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I didn't know this part of the story. Okay.
I just want to be sure.
All
We're
right.
in deathmatch drama. God damn it!
We'll keep going.
Oh, thank you for your permission, Sean.
All right, neck brace boy, take it easy.
Oh,
All right.
yeah,
All right.
where-
Orbital
all right.
boy.
Bruce, thanks. Fucking, you threw me off.
So Hime Garcia messaged all the fans on the Facebook because
right.
this is where
Jamie
these fucking
Martinez.
people operate.
Wait.
By the way, Facebook. But keep going.
I'm back. Jamie Martinez. I reposted it, and I said that people would be tight at if it was for any other promotion that these wrestlers were leaving. If it was for another promotion, if it was for Rob Black, people would throw a bitch fit, if you will.
A bitch fit.
But because it's GCW, no one really gave a fuck. But people were perturbed by my post.
Just by
So
you
we gotta-
even
Yeah. Just by me
participating.
existing. Right.
May I, Pat?
Yeah, please go ahead, Sean. Take it away.
So, Brian, I want to ask you a question, and Larry, I want to hear what you have to say about this question. Do you think
There's a question for me or for Larry.
It's for you, but I want Larry to hear and chime in. Do you think Jaime could have approached it differently, opposed to saying, "Hey, sorry, these guys aren't going to be here because they're choosing loyalty to GCW"? Do you think there's another way he possibly could have done that, and instead of creating a whirlwind of nonsense?
So am I allowed to answer this question, or are you asking Larry?
Besides,
Sean?
I'm asking you to answer it, but I want to hear what Larry has to say after that.
Right. So no, I think that if someone feels like they have loyalty to somebody and he gave them money, then he expects a certain thing from somebody, and if somebody decides to do something else,
mentioned. He didn't mention that he lost
There was
any
no
type of
money
deposit
mentioned.
or anything like that.
so then whatever it is, if he expects something from somebody, that there's a deal where he has somebody booked, then if for whatever reason, money or whatever, those people are expected to be there, not somewhere else.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question on, do you think the approach was the right approach?
What's wrong with it? He was honest with the fans.
Yeah, but he was wrong because Brett even came on and chimed on to the post.
He didn't say anything right, but he said nothing about GC. He promoted the GCW show.
Yeah, but then Brett said, hey, I don't know what you're implying, but these guys aren't even on the show.
So that means the wrestlers lied to this man's face. So somebody is lying, right? Why would he say that if somebody didn't tell him that these people were working at GCW on the same date?
Larry, I need you to clear this all up for us. Tell us definitively what definitely 100% happened.
Sean, the fact that Jaime went about doing it on Facebook is so that someone like Brian could then repost it on Deathmatch Elite, and then someone like Brett could be like, actually, the story is this, and then we could be talking about it right now on Blvd Bullies versus the World.
Wow.
These motherfuckers all know what they're doing. They all know what they're doing.
I doubt that.
And they know
Doesn't seem that way.
a polarizing figure like Brian is going to see some static like that and be like, oh God, let me, just so that people can be aware of what's going on, let me repost this so everyone can be aware of what's going on. And then Brett's like, oh no, motherfucker, checkmate. This ain't going on. What these motherfuckers are talking about ain't going on.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense, Larry.
Right, Brett wasn't going to respond to it until Brian got involved.
The point of all of this is, and this is all that anyone needs to know, is that Brian moves fucking the needle. If he says it, if he fucking says it, if he says it, if he reposted it Deathmatch Elite, Brett, Danny, Chad Mitty, Rob Black, DJ
Colossus of Cloud himself,
fucking Kyle Wilde of CCW.
Let me ask. I need to.
Fucking
Kyle the Beast
of IWA,
the Woods.
The biggest question: why would these wrestlers lose a booking and just make a lie and say that they're booked for a GCW show if it wasn't in fact true, or they were under the impression of
just
being
making
booked?
An assumption.
Ryan, who cares?
Who cares? What do you mean?
Who cares,
we have a goddamn wrestling podcast.
We don't give a fuck about who's in here or who's in there. Am I going to see the craps?
I like local wrestling. I support Jaime. So
yeah,
if he's
Blvd
upset,
Bullies supports Jaime, and Jaime's upset, Larry. That's
if you made a post.
So then if
Larry Legend made a post, I would repost it, and I would say something lovely. I would say something lovely with your post, Larry. I would repost it.
Okay, so now
that's what I do.
This is my thing now. So like, you're looking at it on a defensive side, but not as a promoter. As a promoter, is this the right thing to do? Are you generating the proper attention, or are you generating the negative attention that creates things like this?
He's talking about two attractions. He's not talking about like two of the local Houston guys that are on all the local shows. He's talking about two guys that are being flown in.
Right.
No,
talent, Japanese, you know?
No, he's talking about Dante Leone and Ninja Mac.
What she said were, aren't they local to like Houston?
They're his next door
neighbors.
They're
loco.
They're his next door neighbors?
They're best friends.
So what is this, a block party nightmare?
I think
like the one that we did in Philly.
There's just shenanigans. There's some type of shenanigans. These wrestlers lied to this man.
Concern ourselves with it.
Why not?
Why?
We don't know that the wrestlers lied. We don't know that the wrestlers
lied. Why would we want to give a fuck
because
about
this is deathmatch
We're
drama,
not going
Larry.
to Loco. We're not Blvd Bullies like invading Loco. So who gives a shit?
Loco. Loco is on our
show. The commentary over
there. Hey, real quick.
Friend of the show.
So was the body.
I'm good.
Hey, I've never heard of that guy before.
The Body's back wrestling at XPW. You announced the Body when he wrestled Mickey Knuckles.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was going to be there, Brian.
Hold on. Nobody said that they're wrestling on GCW. The post says, you know me as a promoter. I always keep it 100 with y'all. Ninja Mac and Dante alone will not be at Local Wrestling Presents Dance with the Devil August 24th. catch them at GCW on August 24th because that's where they'll be at.
Right, and
Doesn't
to
say
which
they're
Brett,
wrestling.
but to which Brett
Maybe they're
replied,
hanging out.
But Brett replied, he's like, and this
So
is,
you're going to tell me that they're just going to hang out instead of taking the booking
Yeah, they're gonna
that
set
they
up the ring.
decided to
They're
book
gonna
it?
set up the
Brian,
ring.
it's the biggest show of the year.
Oh
Do
my
you not
God.
understand that?
So that's exactly what loyalty is.
Homecoming,
Right. Okay. Biggest show of the year. GCW is more important than their loyalty to their boy
100%.
that they got booked for.
Exactly.
Bro,
And
where,
this has
okay,
nothing
hold
to do with-
on, hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick.
Hold on real quick.
So if they
I'm
want to
holding
go,
on really quick.
I'm
they
going as
want-
quick as I can.
if they want to go to the biggest show of the year for GCW, they're not allowed to. A place where they made their name, a
if you're
place where they a place where they establish a name for themselves to get to places like Japan.
Not if
So
you're
they're
fucking
wrong for
booked
wanting
for a
to
show. Not if
attend
you're
that?
booked for a show, dude. That's called unprofessional
Yeah,
and rude.
Ninja Mac got his Ribera jacket before Cody
That's like
Rhodes
being,
did
dude.
this
That's like
weekend.
being in
I
a
don't
bit.
know, bro.
That's not. You're saying Jaime is wrong
He
for
didn't
going
say-
about it the way he went, and then
Brett-
that's wrong going
Brett-
about the way fucking business
Brett
goes.
said
bro.
they're not wrestling.
Just to
and
go
he
watch a
said
show,
that they're
just to
gonna
be present,
there.
not
So
to
what
wrestle,
if they just want to be
not
there?
to go make money. They're not going to make money. They're just going to hang
Nobody
out
said-
and show
Brett
face
said they
at
weren't
the
even on the
biggest
show.
GCW show of
Nobody
the
said
year.
the wrestlers lied.
They're not even on
Fucked,
the show,
bro. Get
bro.
fucked in your little butts.
You don't
Hey,
know
listen,
if their little
it's Atlantic
butts, what their
City.
little butts
right
did.
now. Get Fred Lauderdale. Get Desert Eagle
It's
on this
Atlantic
show right
City.
now.
Call up
It's
Brett
Atlantic
Lauderdale
City.
right
It's
now.
where everybody's
That's
gonna
what
be
they
at.
do
It's where
on
I'm gonna be at. It's gonna be great. And I don't see why Ninja Mac
I'm
or Don
not gonna be
Teo
there.
won't be there
because
as
they were
supportive
booked.
fans.
Because they were booked for a show.
Sean can go to any promotion he wants.
They were booked for a show, you know.
Listen.
So you're saying it's okay because there's
No,
a show that you
I'm
like
You
not.
don't
more.
even know. You don't even know the
Brian,
facts, Brian.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they never said that they were going there to wrestle.
Yeah.
Is it not okay for them to be there as fans?
Yeah, they said, hey, I don't
They
want
were
to.
booked
supportive
for a
fans.
show, Sean.
Huh?
They were booked for a show.
Well,
they
were they?
booked.
Do you even
for
know?
a-
If
Were
money
they, though?
wasn't exchanged, if
They
money
were. That is
wasn't ex-
100%.
Were they, though?
if
Sean,
money
now
wasn't
how do you know,
exchanged-
Sean? How do you know there wasn't, Sean?
do you know?
How did
Nah,
you
do
know
you-
there
do-
was,
do you-
Brian?
Do you know?
How do you know there wasn't, guys?
We don't.
Call up Brett.
Right.
We don't.
So
Ask
what are you
Brett right
saying?
now.
There's
These
nothing you can
fucking
say.
wrestling
So the
promoters,
man
bro.
is tight. Is okay. The man is tight for a reason. He got lied to, and that's fucking whack.
I'm just saying, homecoming's the
Sean
place to
is
be.
allowed
Maybe
to.
they want. Maybe they
the-
want to. Maybe
the-
they
the
want
place
to
to
see
be
a
for
dope
who?
ladder match
The
with
place to
Joey
be for
Janela,
who,
Max
Sean?
Warner,
Is
and
Schlack
Effie.
going to be there? Is Schlack?
Hey,
is
he
Masada
might.
going
He
to be
might.
at
Now that-
Homecoming?
I mean, he's got no
No,
other options.
they're
He's
showing
ruined his
up
career.
everywhere, Brian. You never know.
You never know.
Okay, you never know, right? Just like you don't know if there was money involved.
Jinder Mahal could
Boys.
We
show up.
don't know.
Right, you don't know.
You just don't
We
know.
don't.
You don't.
Brian.
I know for a fact that Masada will not be at Homecoming. I
But
know
who's
for a
mentioning
Are you
fact.
anything
sure?
about Masada?
Right.
Are you
Okay.
sure,
So it's
though?
not the place to be. Because
Hey,
I
listen.
think a place that Masada is a place that I'd rather be.
Well, but I think
Brian,
that night
you just
Masada's going to be
twisted
home.
this. You just twisted this, Brian. You
I
just
twisted
It's a
twisted it.
matter of opinion.
You just twisted
It's
it,
a
Brian.
matter of opinion.
Homecoming.
That's
You
a
said
it's a
place to
matter
be.
of
what?
opinion.
You know what,
Are you?
Brian? You know what?
Patrick,
You are number
Patrick,
three.
are you gonna be at Homecoming?
Larry,
Larry,
it's the place.
Larry,
not
are you
for
gonna be
me.
at
Number
Homecoming?
three,
Larry,
Brian.
I will not.
Larry,
Number
I will
need to
not.
know.
It's not the place to
Biggest
be
piece of
for
shit.
me.
No,
Brian.
it's not the place to be.
Number three.
It's
Number
the place
three.
to be if you want to be there.
Number three.
But if it's not,
Number
then it's
three.
not.
Number
How could you
three.
not?
That's you, Brian. You're the number three biggest piece of shit.
When is homecoming?
August.
24th.
August 23rd, 24th. It's going to be a ladder match, and I'm sure that they're going to want to see it just as much as everybody else.
Yeah.
They're going to be superstars there.
Yeah.
Say it with me. Superstars. You remember the song with Saliva? Superstar.
Yeah.
I'd rather see
Why would
Schlack put a
Ninja
bag
Mac
over
wrestle
someone's
at
head and tell
Four
them
Loko
to
when he
fucking
could-
suffer, motherfucker.
When he could talk to
Hey, you're
Jinder
making it
Mahal
seem like I
about
don't love him.
advice.
That's what I'd rather see. That's the place that I want to be. Where Schlack is putting a plastic bag over somebody's face, telling them to suffer, motherfucker. Not
Well,
at GCW
Brian,
Homecoming.
Brian, it could be at GCW since you killed Slack's XPW career. He could show up anywhere now.
He can show up
Oh,
anywhere.
well, I will happily apologize to everybody on the internet if Schlack shows up at GCW Homecoming.
You
But
should.
I can promise you he's not.
He might.
Brian, do you feel like you just ruined Jaime's Four Loco career?
Yeah, you've now crumbled. You've now
With this
burned
whole
Four Loko to
exchange
the
that
ground,
happened?
Brian.
I think that if I did, Jaime would tell me I did.
Well, I just feel like I sense that Servino and Chad Mins's DMs are full of people telling them about how they're not going to watch Four Loco Wrestling anymore because of your actions, Brian.
Well, that's
Brian,
a
your
fucking
response?
unfortunate.
The Four
fucking
Loco
thing, dude.
Facebook group is at a record low membership because of
Oh,
your
take
actions.
that down, Brian. Larry, what were you gonna say? Come on, don't
Have we
disrespect.
have we located the jacket? And I know you know what I'm talking about.
The homeless man. The homeless man.
We need an update.
The jacket. I can't believe
Right.
it's going
Schleck
on
is
in the
going to
world
actually
today.
be at King of the Kill for RPW, not for motherfucking GCW.
You want to finish reading the
He's
comments?
going to fucking take a shit on goddamn GCW.
So that means he has to be there.
No.
No.
He's going to take a shit on them as he wrestles at RPW,
So-
putting a bag over somebody's head.
So he's gonna
Telling them to suffer,
defecate on
motherfucker.
himself? Brian. Check if you're muted.
Me?
Oh, I've
Yeah.
been muted this whole time. Breaking news.
Me or Pat?
You've ruined a second promotion, Brian.
Muted now?
XPW has announced their final show because of your actions, and now Four Loco Wrestling says that this show that Ninja Mac dropped off is going to be their final show as well.
Well, you know what? That's unfortunate because that's on the wrestlers for not doing what they were supposed to do.
Schlack is in Michigan August 23rd at RPW King of the Kill.
Right.
Well, thank God that RPW has
Well, Ron
avoided
Nemi
Brian's
be there.
wrath up until this point.
Will Ron Nemi be there?
Will Ron
He's not
Nemi
going to be
there?
at goddamn GCW Homecoming
Well, why are you ruining
because
Ron
it's not
Nemi's
the
GCW
place to
career now?
be.
Why you ruin it?
Why are you
Don't
ruining
ruin
Ron
it.
Nemi's possible GCW career?
What if he wants to be there? You haven't
Yeah,
even
he
spoken
might
to him
be
yet.
there.
Then he'd okay. If the man wanted to be there, then he'd fucking go, bro. Just like
But-
the two wrestlers that you're
but-
saying dropped off the Loco show to go hang out at the fucking GCW show.
Brian, it's just a cool place to be, my friend.
It's just a place
According
to be, dude.
you, I
Homecoming,
disagree.
CUM.
I would disagree with you.
It's basically like an
One and
empty
two.
Home Depot warehouse with a ring in the middle of it.
With a ladder match.
And Gage is fighting Matt Hardy.
No, that's in Cleveland. That's in Cleveland. That's this Friday in Cleveland.
That's right, Larry.
Will
That is
Gage
absolutely
show
right.
up? I don't
Gage-
know.
He'll be there.
So Gage isn't injured anymore. He's uninjured now.
Ron
He'll be there.
just announced Ron full-time
Or did he get
commentary for
paid? He got
RPW.
paid. He finally got paid, so now he's going to wrestle again.
He'll be there.
You
Well,
love
that's-
that.
Ron,
be
you act
there.
like you work for the GCW
He
office.
does. He's in cahoots.
You don't see this damn cashmere
You're like,
shirt?
oh, he'll be there.
Sean,
Like,
Sean,
what the
where's
fuck?
where's your
You work
chocolate?
for Brad?
Where's your goddamn $1,000 milligram bars that you're getting from GCW to goddamn be their boy?
Wow.
Sorry, Brian. When I'm on the air, I drink nothing but H2O.
That's your problem.
Poser. I mean, Sean did want to wear a GCW shirt out to the XPW angle.
You guys want to see what I'm wearing right
It's a
now?
little weird.
You want to see what I'm wearing right now? You want to see what I'm
No.
wearing right now? I'm wearing GCW
No,
shorts.
you
baby.
wouldn't. You wouldn't.
GCW shorts,
You
baby.
wouldn't.
GCW logo, baby.
And you know what? Looks better this way.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I want you to wear that polo to the show too.
How dare you?
How
This is
dare
cashmere.
dare you?
This is cashmere. I'm not wearing this there. So those dirty fans can breathe on it.
Are you gonna do
You
like
get
all the other
toxic stains on it?
GCW fans do and wear like a male romper?
No, I can't do that, Papa. I'm sorry. I'll stand in the back with my Henny bottle. I'll keep it a buck.
All right. I mean, I don't know how much time
Does
we got left on the
GCW
show.
have scarves?
Scarves.
Ooh,
Do you have scarves?
our good friend Chase Orlock of the
Yes.
Deathmatch Elite said Gage isn't going to be there. LOL. So, does this mean that they're announcing this match, knowing that Nick Gage is not going to be there?
Is it
He
possible that
going-
Matt Hardy will turn up at Four Loco Wrestling?
Is
It's
Matt Hardy
100%.
going to have to wrestle Mance Warner?
No.
No, Sean's
No.
very confident. Sean's very confident.
No. Gage will be there. Gage will be there.
He'll be there.
Okay.
Where else is he gonna be? Where else is he gonna go?
We're on the road
To the dentist.
on the road to the biggest party of the summer, which is called Homecoming.
See,
And on that way, they stop in Cleveland for WWE's biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, which is this Saturday.
So that means that week we should do our show from Cleveland. If GCW is chasing WWE, then we should chase GCW. Maybe we should make our show that week called Homecoming. CUM.
They made a GCW or a JCW versus the world.
That's right. They did. Which we have exclusive rights to. That's our original idea.
Hey, guess what? You won't find Dante Leone and Ninja Mac on GCW, but you'll most certainly see them on JCW.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yo, that's what it is, dude. Brett was like,
Midnight Show, motherfucker.
GCW, but they're on JCW.
Midnight Show, motherfucker.
They're doing a fucking
Come on back at
an Iron Man match as the main event of JCW.
Pal. I'm not your guy. Pal.
Yeah, they're not on GCW,
buddy.
pal. Yo, I bet you, Sean, that is 100% what is happening. That they're on JCW.
Of course, Sean knows he's in the
Oh no, there goes the joints.
I'm not in the office.
He's in
but
the office.
I won't deny a phone call if you guys want to call.
Right.
I can't wait for this match. Brian, get that shit off my screen, Brian.
Who
Get it
haven't we
off.
talked shit about?
This is my screen, Sean.
Well, you're right, but
Right.
can you just move it?
I did.
Whatever. I will say this: your editing has gotten better.
This is old. This is a classic.
Right, exactly. Better in
OG
comparison
design.
to that. Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying I've gotten better?
Yeah,
Like this one. This one is new.
yeah.
Stone
you
for
see
science.
the very big difference, right? It's like you actually like went to work and created something there. You didn't just copy and paste.
They took equal amounts of time.
Well, that's alarming, but good job nonetheless.
Anybody can do what I do. All you need to do is download Bazaar and just like take your time, and you can create these things very quickly.
Well, you did a good job.
Take your time, create them quickly. Who else haven't we talked shit about yet?
Slava? WWE.
Well, I will say that Billionaire Schlack has been for the last 2 weeks saying that he's going to appear on this program and has, I guess ditched us for rooftop parties, pool parties, white parties. He's riding his jet ski. He's fucking, wakeboarding in a tuxedo with Mark Zuckerberg. Look at him. Look at him. He's got the man purse. He's hanging out with Peter Dinklage. Swapped heads with Peter Dinklage just one night for fun, just as a gag.
Chasing the money.
So Schlack has to
Look at that suit. Look at that suit.
Also, the new father of Bad Take Bri, the third most biggest piece of shit in all of wrestling, Rob Black has been talking about coming on the show to talk about your new show. And I think what happens is that
we need this guy. We need this man to send me the address to get the political meat bundle.
Political meat bundle. Who won last week?
Mr. August?
Okay.
I thought it was Mr. July.
No, that's my wife's name.
Ginsburg,
and it's
July.
July Ginsburg.
I know, Brian. It was good job. You got the joke.
Have there been any more
father
details
died.
on
My
this,
father died, so now Rob Black is my dad.
That's alarming,
That's
Brian.
really scary.
I'm sorry. Kamala, our next president of the United States.
Jesus.
All right. What's the guy's name? Vegetable Jim?
Vegetable Jim.
What is it? Augustine.
Mr. August.
Mr. August Records. Mr. August
I
Records.
don't know why my brain went to vegetables. But
He says he will send you the
because this
info.
guy is basically a vegetable. So that made you think of vegetables.
August Jimothy, if you don't get in touch with us by next week, those are going to Urka, longtime member and matriarch.
I sent her the card. I finally sent out the cards to Urka.
Yeah, people are saying they get their cards. Nobody wants their shit memes. Yeah, I mean, our comments are at an all-time
Suck my dick.
low.
What is that, the all-time low?
Our
Comments.
comments.
They come and they go.
No, they're just low.
No, they're
now.
just low.
Well,
It's
you
very low.
have to give the fans a reason to comment. You got to give them like a Mount Rushmore. Like give them a Mount Rushmore.
Brian, I think that they may be upset with you.
Oh, suck my dick, Sean.
But it's specifically for this behavior.
I
this
think that
language.
my behavior it has nothing to do with anything, and I do what I've always done, and this show has gone on longer than a year. The longest reigning flagship show, Blvd Bullies versus the world. And it wouldn't if I was a complete dick.
Well, your behaviors are erratic, ridiculous.
That's an opinion.
It's out of control.
It's an opinion.
Should we do the question about the turtles?
Yes.
Sure. Why not?
Turtle question. All right, so here's what you guys comment. Here's the comment question. Larry?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
You gotta pass it to him. You
Out of the 4 iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Wow, great
out of
one.
the 4 of these icons of a generation, still going strong. Out of these 4, which turtle you think is representative of each individual foursome that is the Blvd Bullies?
Let us know down below. And until then, what's your favorite movie, Larry? Which one is your favorite?
I was just gonna say, what's the favorite? What's the #1 Turtles movie?
The one with Nash. So what's that? Ooze?
Guys, I'm just
Ooze?
old.
That's Power Rangers.
I'm just old.
Oh no, the mystery of the ooze is what you're talking about.
Fucking guy's about to chop my fucking neck off.
Secret. I'm just old, so I always
Fucking
gotta go with
secret
the
of the
OG. The OG that kicked off the fact that I can even hold up part 3. The OG one is like legend to me. I saw it twice. It is one of the few movies that I saw twice in the theater. I told my mom, "Can we go and see that again?"
That's big to go to see a movie twice back in the day. That's big. Did you know fun fact about that? They actually filmed one of the scenes in Hoyt Schimmerhorn Station.
Yes, I didn't know that, but yes, I could tell.
Yes.
Yes. Larry, Pat.
I know
what's your
Hort
favorite one?
Skimmerhorn because there was a gay club over by Hort Skimmerhorn that we used to have to get off of that stop to go to. I think it was called not the Tunnel, but some with a T.
Yo,
There's a bunch of stuff over there. Dude.
How about this? I think this is a better
Brooklyn House is
question.
over there. Central Bookings.
You know, and let
I
us
like a
know
better
who we
question.
are
I like
in
a better
Ninja Turtle
question.
I
form.
never was at that one. I was only at the Tubes twice.
The two.
Let us know what Ninja Turtles we
Twice.
are in the comments and win yourself some one-of-one memes printed out by Brian. But how about this? I like this question. What's a movie that you saw twice or more in theaters?
Can I go first?
Yes, please.
I went to go see Big Mama's House. At least I went to go see the movie multiple times in the same day with my dead uncle, where I got these bongos. We
So
walked.
you guys
We
went
walked
see-
to the theater. We walked to the theater. We saw it. We went home. We walked back. We said, "Oh, that shit was awesome. Let's go back to the movie
again.
theater. Yeah, let's go again." And I
Yo.
made that motherfucker walk with me to the movie theater twice.
Big Mama's
See
House.
that shit. Big Mama's House.
You needed 2 doses of that Big Mama house.
Dude, that shit. I still watch
Brian,
that
your
movie.
uncle loved you so much.
I love my uncle, dude. He was a big reason I love movies.
That's awesome, bro.
He took me to see
probably was
Rush Hour, Wrongfully Accused, Pirates of the Caribbean,
Which one?
the first one,
Caribbean.
and then we went. I think he was the second one too. But then I started going with my friends because I started getting older.
Oh, so you
That's
abandoned
what's
your
up.
uncle once you got
I
older.
abandoned my uncle like a piece
Wow.
of shit.
What
That's
an
why I'm number
asshole.
3.
No,
I'm number 3.
You're the number 3 biggest piece of shit of uncle abandoners.
No,
Big Mama's
no,
House is a
no.
2000 American crime comedy film directed by Raja Gosnell and written by Daryl Quarles and Don Reimer. The film
Don
stars
Rickles?
Martin Lawrence as an FBI agent who is tasked with tracking down an escaped convict and his loot by going undercover as the estranged grandmother of his former girlfriend, unaware of the bond he will form with her.
Weird, right?
Paul Giamatti also in the film.
Pig vomit.
Legend.
Malcolm
Private
Turner
Parts.
and John Maxwell are assigned by their boss to track escaped convict Lester Vesco. Is that
Lester
played by
Vesco.
Paul Giamatti?
Lester Vesco. Why does that sound so familiar?
Who was serving a life sentence for murder and the armed robbery of a bank.
The bad guy.
He's the bad guy. In which movie was it?
Big
Lester
Mama
may
House.
be seeking out
Oh,
his
right.
ex-girlfriend. So so
wrong with
Lester,
Big
so the bad guy is trying to get in touch with his ex-girlfriend. So Martin Lawrence dresses as the ex-girlfriend's grandmother.
Oh man.
And this is for Big
Hay
Mama's
May
house.
Pierce, an obese elderly African-American woman whom her friends affectionately call Big Mama, in
Hattie Mae Pierce.
Cartersville, Georgia.
I love that movie so much.
Movie that you've seen twice in theaters. Larry, you said Turtles?
I asked my mom to take me to see Turtles twice. My mom took me to see Ghostbusters 2 again because my aunt was late getting me, and by the time we arrived to the theater, they already were in the Statue of Liberty, y'all.
Oh,
you understand what I'm
damn.
saying? My aunt was that late
To
to get me to
higher.
yeah. They were already in the. I mean, it was like
So y'all watched it
20
again?
minutes of the movie left when we got there.
Ah.
So I told my mom as soon as I got home, my mom was like, "I'll take you to see that shit." And of course, I saw Jurassic Park twice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to go see that too.
Saw Kung Fu Hustle twice. Saw Saw Freddy vs. Jason twice.
Colton Ryder Holland
I got a
says
hand job in the movie theater.
that he
during
saw
that movie, Larry.
Waterboy 4 times in theaters.
Wow.
Pork Chop Express says that he's going to see Deadpool
Next to
and Wolverine
James.
for a third time tomorrow.
Wow. Okay.
Larry said, wow.
I saw The
That's
Dark
very-
Knight. The Dark
You can
Knight I
confirm that's a
saw
true story.
several times, probably 4 or 5 times with different friends in theaters when it came out.
No way.
Yeah, I could not
Saw
wait
The
to see
Dark
that
Knight
movie.
twice as well. Saw that twice as well.
Yeah, I there was definitely because like we had Wacky Wednesdays near us, so it was like $5 movies.
That's dope.
Douglaston movie theater had that too.
Yeah, and Main Street.
Is that what you're
Cinema.
talking about?
Hey, you know what's so funny? Going to movies is like less popular than ever. So like
Yo,
AMC with like the recliners do like Wacky Wednesday now. Like it used to be you go to like a shitty theater.
Bro,
It's
I
like
go
the
to the
shit
movies
stuff.
all the
It's
time.
Wacky Wednesday, but it's still like $15.
No,
I go to
yo,
the
dude,
movies
AMC
all
near
the
my house with the
time.
recliners and the fucking whole shit. They do
Look,
$5.
I just bought movie tickets today.
You're telling this $5 movies?
$5 Tuesday.
Bro, they have $1 movies. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
$1.
about, Brian?
Well, now
$1.
you're blowing my mind because the movie theater, I don't have that over here.
Well, and Larry,
$1.
what you said about seeing Rosemary's Babies in the theater
You know,
resonated
when I
with
go
me.
to see those revivals, they're $10. When
And
I
they
go
have
see
liquor
Nightmare on
now.
Elm Street or Rosemary's Baby or The
Well,
Wicker
that's
Man,
different
it's
because
$10.
that's different because it's not a new release. So that makes more sense that it's a $10 movie.
I don't know if I could. I
because-
don't think I've ever drank and been in a movie.
Oh, dude, Nighthawk Cinema.
Oh, dude,
all-
one
you-
time I was at Nighthawk, and it was the 25th anniversary of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they had fucking like spinach and avocado dip, and
Dude,
they
the
had
food
like
is lit.
crispy chicken sandwich, spicy
Drinks are
You went
margarita.
on the
lit.
25th anniversary of
Yo,
Texas
but Larry, I'm
Chainsaw
about to make you
Massacre?
upset. I ate and drank so much delicious food that I like fell
Knocked
asleep
out.
halfway through. We smoked so much
They
before we went in.
usually they pace out the food. Usually you get your main.
No, I was like, bring it all.
main
Bring me the
dish,
ice
like-
cream. Bring me the chips. Bring me
Oh,
everything
Jesus
together.
Christ. They usually pace.
You were
it
like
out.
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, but
Exactly.
Nighthawk, dude, I really enjoyed going to that.
Good
place.
movie theater. Good movie
Yeah.
theater.
It's an enjoyable.
I don't know if I've
experience.
ever been to that one. Where is it?
Park
There's
Slope.
one in Brook. No, there's one in Park Slope, and I think there's another one. I think it's in Williamsburg.
Well, and there's also the
Sounds about
Alamo
right.
Dome or whatever.
Alamo, the Alamo theater.
That's different. I think it's I've heard things about the Alamo, and it's different than Nighthawk. and
Different, but same vibe. Alamo's a
Same
little bit more
vibe.
indie.
Drinks,
Alamo's a little
right.
bit more hipster.
and not the food isn't as lit. I don't think. I think the food is better at Nighthawk. If you're into that kind of shit, it's worth it. It's fun to go to a movie theater and get food and drinks while you watch your shit.
Unless
I
you
saw
fall asleep
Nightmare
like
on Elm
me.
Street. I saw Nightmare on Elm Street at Landmark Sunshine on Halloween.
Has
dope.
anyone ever been to a drive-in?
No.
Only
No.
a deathmatch drive-in. And it sucked.
That's right, Pat.
No, shut the fuck up. That was like the best time ever, dude.
Yeah, Pat got in trouble for jumping on He Who Shall Not Be Named as he was
re-
coming
he,
out.
He wrestled Nick Gage, and everyone was cheering him. I gave him the middle finger right in his face.
Yeah, we were the
Told him
only.
to
Yeah,
suck
wow.
my dick.
That's true. I jumped right on He Who Shall Not Be Named. First match, first entrance, social distancing, jumped right on him.
Yep. We drove him there, didn't we?
Yeah. It was like, well, we just sat in the car
our
together.
dick.
You know, it's like,
We just sat in the car together. It's okay.
you know, it's like,
Facts.
That was his best presentation, because I dare say he was the most in shape, and Riley Madison.
wow. Whatever happened to her?
I don't know.
OnlyFans.
So she doesn't. She's no longer a manager. I don't think of anybody.
OnlyFans. Only OnlyFans.
Price went up.
OnlyFans.
Price went up. Appearance price went up.
I mean, to be completely honest, she wasn't the best. She would just like stand there and scream like a banshee.
The shrieking banshee screams, yeah.
That's all I really remember.
That's
and
not
the
very
black
nice,
and the
Brian.
black smoke. I'm sorry, that's all I can remember from what she was
Black
doing.
smoke.
Just being honest here. I'm an honest Jew.
Hey, shout out to everybody using everything at their disposal that they curated to make them seem cool to the best of their abilities, you know? It's like, you know, listen, we all got the tattoos. We all did the thing, you know? So shout out to everybody who still cares enough to, like, stick their butt out in photos. or you know, show their new tattoo in photos. Shout out to those of us still chasing the clout. In spite of Brian, you know, really having a whole monopoly on the entire clout system.
You know, I think that clout is like something that like if people didn't say shit, then no one would give a fuck. Like if you don't like me, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know,
Here's
don't
an
write
idea.
fucking 3 paragraphs because that you know.
Well, I
just
saw
makes you
that.
look like a goddamn idiot.
So what we're referring to, we were laughing. We had a hearty laugh. And by the way, we often do have a hearty laugh at the expense of our enemies. But today, when you were named the number 3 biggest piece of shit in wrestling, that really fucking tickled me. Number 3. Number 3. And Brian, to this day, you know, I had my little drunken shit-talking meltdown, and I said what I needed to say about things that were in my heart. But, yo, your detractors continue, Brian, to just wear out keyboards nationwide. I think I heard a rumor the other day that Slava's phone died, and he borrowed somebody else's phone to post a 3-paragraph thing about it. I think he logged in.
Oh, who was that? Was that Will?
No. Yeah, I think
Will's like
Lola.
fucking 60 pounds.
Slava actually joined. He got a library card and went to
But he should
public
read a little
internet
bit.
just to log into the library computer
Oh,
and go on
Jesus
Facebook
Christ.
and type of thing. He wrote it. He wrote it in his diary first, so he had to go to he had to post it. You know,
You know why he goes to the library? Because he probably can't afford internet because he goes to shows and shoots for free, so people are his friend.
Well,
He doesn't charge the motherfuckers, and he gives them the best visuals that a person can give.
dope visuals.
Dope visuals for free.
Not as
Because
good as your wedding.
they're not going to
photographs,
pay
though.
him for him.
Not as
for
good as
them.
those wedding photos, though.
Right.
Yeah, I took my Slava Tinder photo down right away and replaced it with the wedding Tinder photo.
Upgrades.
Anything else?
I think we covered
Tomorrow.
every and anything.
Tomorrow, Stone for Science, Stream XVW, 1,000 milligram chocolate bars, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Larry, are we
60
gonna
seconds.
do? Are we gonna do Here Comes the Lame on Thursday? Or you want to push it to?
Yeah. I don't got shit to do. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So you got a big thing going on this week. Tomorrow, Stoned for Science. I'm pretty sure that the Blvd Bullies have exclusive rights to the clip, so maybe we'll post some stuff here on YouTube and here on Instagram. And then tomorrow, after that, you may or may not have some Drunk GM Mode, the new flagship show of the program. But then on Thursday, August 1st, a complete rebranding, a complete relaunch of the flagship show. Here Comes the Lame, professional wrestling talk, spoken professionally.
You
That's
ruined
good.
that. You ruined it because you already said that that the Drunk GM mode is a flagship show.
Well, that's because on Wednesday, it will be the flagship show. But then on Thursday, Here Comes the Lame takes the flag right back.
All right, touche.
And August 18th, our date is locked in on the Blvd Bullies barbecue. If you want to plan a vacation, eat some dogs, some burgers with us, you want to throw batteries at Kid Osborne from the comfort of an undisclosed location, get in our DMs. Our DMs are full of people saying, "What the fuck?"
Exactly that. What?
Workers and fans in the DMs.
They're just, our
Perturbed.
inbox is full.
Piece of shit number 3.
Number 3, piece of shit. Real quick before we end the program, and let it be known in the comments, sound off in the comments, sound off in the chat right now. If Brian is the number 3 biggest piece of shit in the history of wrestling,
Good,
who
Pat.
are numbers 1 and 2? I'm gonna close.
I say Ian and Daniel. I say Ian and Daniel.
Oh. And then Brian.
I have to make a choice. I'm on it.
Yeah,
You gotta
Brian.
pick
That's
one
what I
and
said.
two.
And
You
then
gotta pick
I
one
said,
and
and
two.
then
So
Brian.
I'm going to say people that are the biggest pieces of shit.
1 and
Vince
2.
McMahon, piece of shit, shitting on heads.
Number 1 piece of shit, Vince McMahon.
Number 1 piece of shit. And if I'm there, then Rob Black, my father, also has to be there. The number 2 piece of
So
shit.
number 1 and 2, Vince and Rob.
Vince,
Wow.
Rob,
Solid.
and Juberg.
And
Sean,
Wow.
numbers 1 and 2, piece of shit in the history of wrestling.
From the history of wrestling. From what I'm hearing, nobody likes Rob Feinstein, so I'll say that.
Solid.
Good candidate.
How dare you? I don't even want to be in the same list as that guy.
Don't
Then
worry, you're just
two-
number 3, Brian.
That's true.
Then number 2, I'm gonna say most hated, probably Eric Bischoff. For
No,
his time
biggest
during-
piece of shit. Biggest
Biggest
piece
piece
of shit.
of
Not
shit.
most hated.
Still biggest piece of shit, Eric Bischoff. Did some fucked up stuff.
All right, well,
And
there
then
you go.
Brian.
1 and 2, Rob Feinstein and Eric Bischoff.
Eric, I appreciate the Eric. I like myself an Eric Bischoff.
I'm going to go number 1, Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Number 2, Packing Princess for touching Larry's bag.
Ooh.
Big piece of shit.
And listen, in regards to this discussion, if your name hasn't been mentioned, you're still included.
You're still included.
And to our enemies, please die slow. You guys are all huge pieces of shit, but not even enough for us to rank you or think about your piece of shit metrics. Until next time, buy Blvd Bullies merchandise. Find Brian going to the hospital tomorrow afternoon on fucking Extreme XPW. Buy Larry the Legend merchandise. Buy Ringside Relics merchandise. Tune in to Blvd Bullies on Twitch, where I play all the deepest, darkest fantasy games. Instead, some people like to, post on Facebook. I just go play on Twitch. So that might be another thing that would be a great suggestion for those of you looking for a hobby. Until next time, I'm PK with the Blvd Bullies. Out of time. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Hold on. Guys, I want to talk to you about this. We have Vince McMahon and Rob Black, says Bren. Number 1, Justin Bradshaw Layfield. Urca, which is a good one. Anyway, just wanted to call that out. Thank you guys so much. Out of time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching Blvd Bullies.
Bum, 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 bum.
Peace.